Potatoes.
Pretending that I've actually made the announcement.
Something else beginning with P. I thought you said you were doing
There were so many comments. I haven't looked at Discord all day.
Oh, I see.
And why did you post so much bullshit in the side projects channel?
Hey, I didn't post a lot of bullshit. I posted one thing that spawned a conversation.
Well, I know, but then there was like a bunch of other crap that came after it.
Well, hey, I didn't want to tell people not to have a conversation.
That's fine. And then I saw Melody's just like, oh, I don't like watching anything with co-commentary, so I haven't watched anything in forever. And it's like, the Mario 64 hacks are the best. She's like, yeah, those are good. It's like, okay, well, I've been doing those.
She also has been watching them, or at least I linked them to her, so she knows they exist. She probably just forgot, I don't know. I like how this start of this was just...
Bitching.
Bitching, yeah. Alright.
Gotta.
Top cack.
Oh,
alright, live chat.
Loud.
Yes, I forgot. I get to choose between not being able to see the game or not being able to see the chat.
Oh, what? Why?
Well, because of my 2-monitor setup. Like, if I put the chat on the bottom, it's too small to read, and if I put the game on the bottom, then I'm wasting most of my screen real estate on the chat.
Hey, Planful. Glad you're getting notifications.
Oh my god, get up this tiny fucking hill.
I could also be playing that, and then paying no attention to the stream. It'll be a good time.
I can only play this for a little bit, and then I have to do homework. Because I have assignments due. Like,
oh, your name ends with
7
son. We'll be dealing with you later.
Oh, right. Delay. I think I forget the delay is a thing every time.
I'm sorry. Reason to get out of bed? Well, that's always good. Oh yeah, you can buy stuff. What's this? Snow quill headdress. That's cold resistance. This is separate from the other cold resistant ones. This... Let's see, I can't quite afford the whole set. I'd rather wait until I can... here's what I'll say. Whenever we decide we're going to, like, Hebra, I will come here and buy the whole snow quill set. That makes sense.
Going there right now.
Browsing top chat will protect
there was an ice storm last night, so we got to go there for thematic appropriateness.
It's the game called... Hey, I didn't even put Breath of the Wild in the title. It's not like you can be like, the new Pokemon is actually Breath of the Wild. Also, you already know I can't play the new Pokemon, because I haven't played Brilliant Diamond yet, and I can't play Brilliant Diamond yet because I don't have home integration. So... A birdie.
Home integration will get added in 2024.
Oh my god.
Not
That's a long time.
I love stories.
So is the reason that you don't want to play Legends before BDSP is just because it's better and you don't want to, like, take a step back?
No, it's because Brilliant Diamond came out first.
That's a bad reason.
I don't get to skip the filler episode.
But what if it's a beach episode?
What do you mean, what?
You're never allowed to skip the beach episode.
Why does that prevent it? What, home integration? I thought I already told you. Because in 2016 I was playing Oras and I found a shiny Zubat, and I said, I will use this shiny Zubat in the Diamond and Pearl remakes. Because there'll be a remake, so they'll be midway through the gen, so they'll automatically have integration with the transfer method. 5 years later, I can't do it. Just play Platinum again? I played Platinum like 2 years ago, or a year and a half ago. I'm not playing it again.
No, it wasn't even that. Weren't you, like, just playing it, like, a couple months ago?
Well, my playthrough was stretched because though I went long periods without playing
Big stretch.
I started it in, I want to say August 2020, and I only finished it, like, maybe
today.
October of last year, of 2021. Something like that. Stupid side quest solution requiring it. Oh god, there's a side quest that requires playing Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl.
Wait, what? Well, I mean, I know that Darkrai and Shaman have, like, in-game events based off of save data.
Okay, so, yeah, I know about that. So apparently if I go to that tree, I will see something.
Oh shit, that was a spoiler.
Oh.
It kind of was.
The game has been out for long enough that I feel like we can talk about it.
Also, Nintendo announced that before the game came out, so I don't know if it counts, but yeah.
Well, it sort of does. Like, people, at least with, like, Sun and Moon, I know this was a thing. There were people that were like, how did I know
Avoiding
that
even the directs.
the official stuff, yeah, they counted it as, like, a Nintendo are spoiling it.
Yeah, I kind of did that with X and Y and Sun and Moon, but it's like, whatever.
I pressed the wrong button. The book in BDXP that tells you what you need for Manaphy. I see.
Oh. Oh, God. I think I know what that's referring to, and I didn't realize that was a thing. That's kind of cool.
Or did they just add random info to the Manaphy book and you just thought it was weird flavor text or something?
Yes.
Huh. We are talking about Pokemon Legends Arceus. Though I have not played it.
We should stop talking about it.
The game's been out for a few days.
Okay, yes, but I'm playing it and I don't want to know what's in it.
Oh, okay. I thought this was stuff you knew as well. Sorry.
No, it's fine.
Oh, Link is shivering. Ah, shit. It's okay. I'll just be fast. Yeah, look, he's
He'll
losing health
just
so
be
slowly.
fast.
Hmm?
I like that. I'll just be fast.
The game has not been out for a few years.
I've seen people that do have that mentality, though, where it was, I think before Ruby and Sapphire actually got an English localization, there were people on GameFAQs acting like oh, the game's been out for like ages, everybody's already played it. It's like, no, it isn't even out yet. It's like, no, we all played it when it was in like Japanese only. It's like, what do you mean you all did? Who are you referring to here?
Path of Hidden Winds.
Also, being released early does not count as like actual release time. That was the other thing. Is it's like, before this game even properly came out, everybody's like, yeah, the game has been out for a week, so we can already we can talk about everything freely. It's like, no, it isn't fucking out yet.
Good.
I don't understand why everybody has like a modded Switch or an emulator.
Because the emulator's fairly easy to run from what I've heard. Can you confirm, Dante? If you have a good enough computer, I think you can just kind of plug and play.
It's just weird, though. I think the most recent console I've emulated is PS2 or GameCube, whichever came later.
Have you not emulated the Wii on Dolphin?
Oh, yeah, I guess. Okay. I forgot that. Yeah, because it's the same thing, so I guess then it would be a Wii. I know Martin tried to do Color Splash on Wii U. I don't know if it went very well.
Hang on, this is way too simple. There's got to be something I'm missing. Well, I see a platform and a random chest. Did I open that chest? It looks open. I don't remember opening a chest. Oh yeah, I got 50 rupees. Okay. Rupees? Where does that platform go? Oh, it just goes there. Okay. I landed directly on the ladder. Okay. Oh, I think I actually remember this shrine. I think this is the one where you want to go behind the thing, right? There's like a wind back here.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
And then Link doesn't fucking land in it because he's bad.
Isn't emulating the 3DS still like really inconsistent?
Depends on the game.
Like I said, really inconsistent.
Yeah. But I mean, I think there's some games that run well and others that don't. In that, so it is still inconsistent, but there's two different ways it could be inconsistent. I'll just clarify. Well, Well, I think modern consoles are just closer to being like very like sharing a lot of hardware and firmware with computers, right? Just like regular desktop stuff as compared to handheld stuff and old consoles, which are much more bespoke. I don't know. I might be talking out my ass here.
Spoke.
Joel would know more about that. I said bespoke.
What does that mean?
Like custom tailored to the
Custom made to order.
Can't tell if your message got at your last two messages were 2015 was 20 years ago, and I only did it for PLA because I was really excited for that one. Didn't want to risk getting spoiled if I didn't emulate it. And then obviously the one just now. So if you sent something else, then it did in fact get Ed. Anyway, I wasn't actually planning on doing Breath of the Wild today because I've mostly been uploading Ape Escape on Monday and Thursday. But we were gonna hang out, and Josh was like, we could stream Zelda, and I'm like, we could. So Ape Escape would then come out tomorrow, but tomorrow is Higurashi, so I am going to stream that tomorrow, and then Crosswords would normally be Friday unless it gets moved to Saturday, but no, Ape Escape is going to be Saturday and Crosswords Sunday. You got a jam-packed weekend.
From now on, Mondays will take place on Friday.
God, it's cold in here. Am I still taking damage? Huh. So,
I
how do I get
am
attention?
incapable of leaving my room because ever since Joel got kicked out of his own bedroom and sleeps on the couch in the living room, he always sleeps with the door open no matter what the temperature is, and it's below freezing, and so the entire living room is basically just a freezer now.
Why did he get kicked out of his room?
Because too many people have taken up residence in it, and he doesn't want to share it with 3 other people.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Where the hell is Teba? Didn't I find out, like, oh, he's here? No, I apparently need to... Okay. Well, at least I can more or less warp here quickly.
We are hopefully moving within this month.
Oh, yeah.
And
Nice.
the various other people that have stolen his bedroom will then get to be shoved in a closet.
Sure.
It's coming down.
A baked apple.
I thought that said spiteful fish people.
Oh, I know what I can do. Hang on. The answer is in my hands. Or on my back, I should say. Oh no, I don't have any apples. And it pissed me off because I couldn't do that one Korok thing. Okay, never mind, I guess. An apple.
No.
I like how she's like, I hate being here. I'm pissed off that my husband took me to this shitty town for our honeymoon. And then when you walk away, her little quote thing is like, okay, well, it was like, la la doobie doo. I'm like, yeah, I'm sure you're having a terrible time here.
Yes.
Cold Donna. Where is Saki?
Yeah, I mean, I did live in a pantry for a while. It was... yeah. It was more the fact that it was 2 people living in the pantry that was an issue, because the bed was not big enough.
Cane sugar. All 3 of them. Goat butter.
Give me the butter.
Okay.
I should do a speed run. Go on Reddit, see how long it takes me to find bidets. I'll shut up.
Or sink pissers.
I mean, I don't think I've ever actually had sink pissers recommended.
That might be exclusive to me then.
I've seen people talk about butt sharpies, and
Oh, yeah, I've seen that too.
there's that one. There's always the classic, dragons fucking cars, cars fucking dragons.
Gotta.
Okay, so I give this guy a
R
piece
slash
of
they
flint.
did the math. They did the monster math.
Okay, you can have all my flint, dude. Yeah, that's
You
fine.
think I don't work in a pizza place anymore? God, how do you not know? Okay, no.
Sorry.
Okay, how much do you want?
Man, people have asked about the nun pizza with left beef so many fucking times. No, that has never happened. It's
Oh,
I have gotten shitty orders. I think the worst orders I've gotten are like a thin crust with sauce and no cheese and no other toppings. And
haven't you gotten this question like 20 times?
yes, like it's a very common question. But yeah, I've gotten that one, and then there was one that was just like it was a large pan pizza with no sauce, extra cheese, and no other toppings. And they didn't want it cut. So basically, they just wanted one giant circular breadstick. It was slightly stupid.
They
It's
probably
like,
just wanted to cut it at home.
well, yeah, but still, it's you're eating bread with cheese on it, which, don't get me wrong, it's good if you dip it in sauce, but like, you're paying $14 for this fucking thing. It's not worth it.
Yeah. Patrolling the bridges on the mainland. I mean, the bridges connect Rito Village to the mainland. Is that what they mean?
Who knows?
Burp.
I haven't seen any. Oh, speak of the devil. Okay, where's Teba? Oh
I'm
no,
trying to think.
I know where Teba would be. I think.
I'm trying to think if I've gotten any like outlandishly stupid orders at Jersey Mike's. It's kind of harder to make a stupid order there. The people who annoy me are the ones who just want like literally everything on the sandwich. But if you go to like Subway, they have a toaster oven, and so like if you get a sandwich there, they'll usually ask like, do you want it toasted? And we don't have a toaster oven; we just have a grill. And there will still be people who want their thing toasted. So that basically means, like cutting all the meat and stuff, and then plopping that on the grill, and then the bread, and it's like kind of time consuming and annoying. But I once had somebody who wanted their tuna sandwich toasted, and that did indeed mean like basically taking a lump of tuna and just putting it on the grill. It's like, what the fuck is this? What? Like,
by the way, I don't need to turn notifications off if I'm in streamer mode, which happens automatically if I turn on OBS, because it will just, yeah. Drag it through the garden. Oh,
Like
what? Put
a
every kind of salad on
baby.
it?
I've never heard that term. I
guess
forgot that
from
you call it
context.
salad.
It's totally salad.
Nobody here calls it that. Okay, so if you order like a sandwich or something, and you have toppings, lettuce, tomato, onions, all that stuff, like I'm assuming it's a UK thing to call that the salad, because we don't do that it's
Also not here.
It's Okay.
It's not an inaccurate name.
If you put
it's just nobody would call it that.
That's fine, but if you put those things in a bowl, you'd call it a salad. Why is it different just because you put it inside a sandwich?
I think
Because
salad
then it's
is
part of the
just...
sandwich.
Salad usually refers to, like, the method in which you're eating it. Because it's like, you know, if you mix together tuna with, like, mayo or ranch or whatever, that is tuna salad, but as soon as you put it on a sandwich, it's just a tuna sandwich. I don't know.
Are we gonna get a flashback? Oh yeah, I forgot you get one of these for every champion.
Oh no, it's a brink. It's a brink.
I remember.
Strange creatures.
Falco was here, and he was an asshole.
Remember.
Pardon me.
Impressive, I know. Very few can achieve a mastery of the sky. Yet I have made an art of creating an updraft that allows me to soar. It's considered to be quite the masterpiece of aerial technology.
Pretty impressive, huh? I bet you're pretty impressed.
Utilization of my superior skills, I see no reason why we couldn't easily dispense with Ganon. No, my ability to explore the firmament is certainly of note. But let's not, pardon me for being so blunt, let's not forget the fact that I am the most skilled archer of all the Rito.
Yes, douchebird.
I like douchebird.
It seems that I've been tapped to merely assist you, all because you happen to have that little darkness-sealing sword for the back.
I wonder if there's just something inherent to bird characters that makes them assholes, or if, like, it's just a coincidence that this guy and Birdly are both just Falco.
Oh, I know. How about up there?
Well, this guy is pretty much exactly like Falco. Maybe
Yeah,
a little bit more of
Birdly,
an asshole.
personality is different. It's just he looks exactly like him.
Beast on your own. Good luck sealing the darkness.
Two different people have said that that would be called a tuna salad sandwich.
I know, I mean, I have heard that also.
Okay.
I don't think that really contradicts what I was saying. Because I'm not even here trying to say that you're wrong. It's just...
No, I know. So I could talk about work since I've only talked about it once so far, and it was in Ape Escape, and that was after, like, literally my first day. Literally my first day. So we've moved into, like, more technical stuff. We did SQL last week. We've been doing Java this week. We're doing a project. And it has not been particularly challenging. Had a probably the most trouble I've had was just today when I was trying to get a binary search tree to work. I'm always more annoyed by, like, the surrounding stuff, like having to write documentation and stuff. Thankfully, it's nothing super extensive. I basically just need to do, like, a little readme and trying to think what else I need to do. Oh, I need to, like, write tests and stuff. To be fair, that's important. That is one of the major things they're training us to be good at. What's SQL good for? I mean, for database querying. Oh, shit.
I'm actually pretty busy here. You should probably go.
Where is my medicine? Oh, there it is.
Oh, is this the relevant Rito of the area?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's probably
I figured that, huh?
He's probably the least memorable, like, relevant character of the 4.
Okay. Yeah, because like, even if I hadn't gone through the Zora area myself, I think I'd still know who Sidon is, just because everybody constantly posts him everywhere. I know that there's a Goron asshole that's like a coward. I don't know his name. I don't know the Gerudo character, and I don't think I've ever seen this guy.
Hmm.
Might have just been a cheese thing. I think I've seen him posted online in other contexts,
He's
but
pretty
yeah,
popular.
maybe. The hell is going on with the menu? Okay. Were you just
I was pressing
trying?
left, and like 5 times in a row, it did up instead. I like how trivially easy this is because the timer slows down when you're
I mean, you have 3 minutes to just hit 5 targets anyway, so
I know,
I feel like
but
even if it didn't slow down, then right, it's like now do it again, but now you have to hit 25.
Mhm.
Couple of hundred of them.
Okay, let me discard this bow that I have. Yeah, I don't quite have the money to buy the whole set, I don't think. It's 1,000 plus, I think it's 2,100, so I'm close. If I didn't buy all that crap earlier, I would actually have enough money. Do I have any meals that will keep me hot?
Sell a boot. 1 boot.
I think the Rito set is one
Oh,
of
I have
my
a shit
favorites.
ton of cold resistance foods. Okay, I'll just eat those. That's fine. Yeah. I'm ready.
I like the idea of just eating something so spicy that cold doesn't affect you. Just cause.
I said Rito Village because I think saying Zelda would be wrong because I could just go to Hyrule Castle and say fuck it to these villages, but no, I guess I want to do this.
shit.
Oh boy, we get some shield generators.
Oh,
Oh, God.
yay.
Yeah, I'll eat some, Oh, huh. He'll even let me eat while I'm up here. Interesting. Okay, I don't need that much. I guess 8 minutes 50 will be enough. Probably way more than enough. Let's go.
It's on you.
Just pull out this plate of steak.
As you do.
This is one supposed to blow up, right? Oh yeah, I just need to hit them multiple times, okay.
Watch out. That's it. Watch out.
Spinal surgery.
Oh shit. Well, glad you seem to be, doing alright, I suppose.
That's the way.
You were saving my Earthbound LP for this. I think I remember you actually mentioning that. You said that you were gonna, that you had like surgery scheduled and you were waiting to, you were like saving the LP for that. I assume I'm remembering right, you had commented that previously? This isn't like a fake memory.
Like Jamaica blowing up.
Yes.
One more.
Wait, it didn't?
It's like, don't get near enough to touch it. Here I am, just like barely skirting the edges, because... But anyway, hello.
This is quite the spectacle.
Yeah.
I too like to live dangerously.
Could just buy the headpiece and or pants. Nah, I'd rather buy the set all in one go if I can.
Why is my chat so far behind?
We did it.
I guess it's just synced to the video. That would make sense.
Well done, Link. That thing is history.
No, now I gotta do the actual dungeon. Who came from a universe where Jamaica blew up. Someone went back in time to prevent it. My parents keep calling me a waste of space and a loser, but my actual name is Mark. This is really unsettling. Could this be the Mandildo effect?
Oh my God.
We have talked a little bit about Legends Arceus. Yeah, Josh has played it. Nicole has played some of it. Well, but both of them have played some of it. I don't think either of you have beaten it. And we talked
No,
about it.
I'm actually. She's further ahead than I am.
Oh, okay.
Only by a little bit, but yes.
But
yeah, but I'm not gonna really have a lot of time to play for the next few days because I'm about to go into another heavy load of homework, so
that sucks.
you'll probably pass me again.
It's all you.
We're
I
also,
just wanted to do new content while I could.
We're also avoiding discussing spoilers for people who haven't gotten far yet. I haven't played it at all, but I also don't care about spoilers personally. I spoiled myself as soon as I could. In fact, I was kind of mad that I found out leaks were happening like 2 weeks after they started.
What?
Yeah.
I mean,
You know the day that I told you, like, oh shit, all this stuff leaked? Some of that stuff was from that day, some of it was from a couple days prior, and some of it was from like 2 weeks prior. It was crazy.
what the hell?
Yeah.
Okay then.
Well, I've seen that face before. I had a feeling you would show up eventually. But maybe
Stay in the fucking ball.
I still think it's weird how
You're here to rescue
someone can be like, you didn't put spoiler tags on the fact that Snorlax is in the game. You're ruining the game for me.
God, that is a bit.
It's like,
I'm
The only thing that I
simultaneous.
care about is the new stuff. Like,
yeah, that's how I feel. I
yeah.
usually spoil it for myself anyway, but I can at least understand people wanting to.
I
not
simultaneously
see this.
respect everyone's like right to stay unspoiled, but I do also think that it's stupid how far it goes sometimes.
that guidance stone has the information for the layout of this.
Yeah, I'll go get the map from the dungeon.
Oh god, I need to invest in better potions.
Common advice for a young man: invest. Oh, it's go west.
What are you going on about?
It was a crossword clue and the northern line I was trying to solve. So I'm immediately gonna go the wrong way.
I do like how Smash just doesn't really give a shit about spoilers.
Oh yeah. Except when they do. Sometimes
Do they?
sometimes Sakurai is like, well, I won't tell you more because you'll have to play the game to find that out.
I think I remember that in the Sephiroth presentation where he's just like, the game is 20 years old, so I can probably talk about the ending, but it feels weird. It's like, dude, well, maybe not you personally, but you had like Mecha Fiora as a asset in Smash Run, or like whatever the board game mode was. I forget what that's called. I don't know.
So these dungeons, right? They're like okay. They don't really follow the typical Zelda dungeon style, and that would be fine. But they're so short, and there's like only 4 of them, and it just makes me sad.
Yeah.
This is
Not
this is my
only-
main reason for not really liking this game that much. Is just that the dungeons are kind of lame.
Not only did this show Sora's Final Smash in the ending montage, but they actually showed it during the like part where he was just like showing off gameplay.
I agree and I don't with that, Jelly, because, like, on the one hand, yeah, we shouldn't be like, oh yeah, no one is allowed to post any videos or talk about the game until X amount of time. That's stupid. But you get people like Prosafia Gaming that, like, the day the game goes up, post, like, this game, final boss and ending, with, like, an extremely spoilery thumbnail, and then people call him out on it, and he's like, well, you don't have to watch my channel. You can just not be subscribed. And it's like, asshole, you get recommended.
Yeah, it's a little dumb. Oh yeah, the Mother 3 spoilers were pretty bad. It's hard for me to even think of them that way because like the game is such a non-entity anyway. But yeah, it's like let's have a level that's the final area of the game and like several bosses from it that are late game, including like the final boss. Like what the fuck?
So yeah, I like how I'm explaining this for people that somehow don't know this game, but basically every single one of these dungeons has some kind of means by which you can control the dungeon itself from the map. This one is that you can tilt the bird. And you use this to solve puzzles. So for example...
Tilt the bird.
I actually don't know what the mechanics are for the other two. I know that you move the trunk for Ruta, but
The salamander, you just kind of shift it left and right. Like, it's also just kind of a tilt. And the camel, the middle spins around.
So we've got a bunch of puzzle elements here. That makes wind blow onto these things. and opens this hatch. Presumably so that this thing... So yeah, I guess I would then do this. I probably want to brace myself on something.
Yeah, like I've seen people say that like Legends is actually worse than this game in regard to it being like too empty or whatever, and I honestly have to disagree. Like in this game, you know, you find resources occasionally, and like there's Korok seeds scattered, and there's the shrines, and that's pretty much it. And Legends, like there is less stuff because it's pretty much just resources and wild Pokemon, but like everything is kind of dense. There's not as much like
Every
empty
frame
space.
is so dense. Okay, so then I want to tilt this back.
I don't know, I just had more fun wandering around in that game than this.
What? Oh. I don't know what happened exactly, but... Alright. Why is that not being pressed?
I mean, people say that Banjo-Tooie is too open and empty too.
Oh! Because it's not enough to get this here. It has to smack it with the full weight. That's... Okay. Banjo-Tooie's not empty. DK64 a little bit, but... Even, oh, not really.
DK64 is only not empty because it has 5 billion collectibles.
Yeah, true.
Everything is pretty, like, large and spaced out, though.
Okay, so then I move this back. And this time I'm going to use Magnesis because I can just kind of hold it with that. At least I thought I could. There we go. Okay. And then we get, like, one piece of the boss key from this. Or something.
There are 4 terminals remaining. Still a ways to go.
Running out of cold resistance. Suppose I'll have to eat another food.
Oh, do you need that throughout the whole dungeon?
I think so, yeah.
Sure. Sure, I will play that. The slopes are pretty jank. Also, maybe it's just me, but I really don't get all the graphics complaints. I think the game looks fine.
I feel like the water could look better. Just based on the water in the last 2 games that they came out with. That looked really good. This just kind of looks flat. But everything else is fine.
God, there's a lot of shit I can blow up. Am I even supposed to, or is that just for the fight? I'm actually thinking it's probably for the fight. Now that I think about it. Also, these dungeons take too long to get around in. Which sounds stupid because they're smaller than the regular Zelda dungeons, but it's kind of just like 5 distinct points with stuff in it, and if you try to solve one puzzle and then go to another one and then end up going back to another one, then you end up spending a lot of time just walking over nothing. I'm still skeptical of the gameplay loop, which is gonna sound stupid, but like the fact that it's just mostly catching stuff and there's not a lot of trainer battles, I don't know if I'll like that. I'm still willing to play it, but
Yeah, and what few there are pretty
Here.
trivial. They're
I've heard that it gets pretty tough later on.
oh, okay. I do have one complaint about the graphics, and that is like when you go in a cave, there's this terrible fucking like white pixel border around you for some reason. It's like, oh, you did you never go in the cave in Obsidian
I
Fieldlands?
did, but I didn't notice that.
Oh, yeah, it's like I don't know how to describe it. It's like an anti-aliasing issue where just like around your outline there's just random white pixels that like appear and disappear, and it's really fucking bad looking. I don't really get why it happens.
Please ignore me, Chansey. I'm not here for you.
Oh! Hi. That is hilarious because I pulled out a bomb by accident. I was trying to... Will it blow up? I don't know, but... Oh, that thing's spawning shit. Okay. Well, there's one of the terminals.
I was going to ask if Zelda was going to get overly emotional every time you went near one, but I forgot that was actually Mifa, so never mind.
I gotta play it because you were uninterested in the game for the same reasons. Well, but you ended up loving it. Alright, I mean, I was gonna play it anyway. I'm just saying that's been my concern.
Yeah, so you know how, like, I don't know if this has completely died off yet, but I've seen it less in the, like, last few years at least, how, like, everybody was just like, oh, they need to make a Pokemon game with every region. That's, like, the ultimate Pokemon game. I feel like the new version of that is going to be, they need to take, like, you know, the overworld and general gameplay of Legends, but put it in a game with, like, gyms and a Elite Four.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say, and put it in this region, and this region, and this region, and
well,
this
that
region.
too. But, I mean, because people are already like, when are we going to get Legends Ho-Oh and Rayquaza? It's like, I mean, maybe. I wouldn't be opposed to it, but let's
I
give
think
them some
Unova
time.
makes more sense, partially because it's the next one, and also because they could do the Master Dragon. Which I've been waiting for the Master Dragon for fucking 10 years.
Not going to happen.
You're probably right.
Never getting that. Never getting the true forms of the Kalos fossils.
Kalos fossils? You mean Alola fossils?
Or no, the
I also got it wrong. The Galar fossils.
Galar. God, the region's so fucking unmemorable. I couldn't remember its name. But yeah. Yeah, no, I've been getting severe Pixelmon vibes the entire time I've been playing this.
I was assaulted by the dark energy from Monica at the front desk.
What?
It's a post that went around as a meme. It's a screenshot of someone leaving I think it's a Yelp review or something similar, saying like, the place was fine and the people that I went to go see were lovely and everything, but as an empath, I cannot not mention that I was assaulted by the dark energy from Monica at the front desk.
Jesus Christ.
I am really enjoying that making fun of empaths for being completely full of bullshit is catching on as a popular, like, trend.
I haven't seen it before, so I'll have to keep my noodle open. It
Colonial Legends Unova? That'd be interesting.
would be bad. Every NPC is Thomas Jefferson. No, shit, what was I gonna say?
You've seen the end again getting tougher is debatable. I don't know. I was just in the Discord earlier, and people, like, multiple people were saying, like, oh yeah, no, like, by mid game you get really underleveled and people, like, destroy you. But it's not too bad if you, like, do this and this. And so it seems like there's something.
Yeah, you're probably underleveled if you don't spend 10 hours exploring an area like I do. Because I'm about to go to the third area out of 5, and I have level 40s. I feel like I'm
Me too.
pretty, yeah, I'm a little over-prepared.
Oh,
There was,
yeah,
like, a couple mandatory trainer battles earlier where it's like, okay, here's a guy with a Gumi at level, like, 24, or a Gibble or whatever it was, and mine is, like, level 38.
Does anyone know what this switch does? I haven't been able to notice. Oh, there's wind. Okay, I see. I see. Okay. So I do want.
I also really want to know what's going on with the damage formulas in that game, because I don't understand why nothing does the amount of damage that it should. It's a problem. It's a problem in both directions too. Like, I've seen, like, you're 30 levels higher than something and unable to kill it with a super effective move, and I've also seen, like, this thing is 10 levels below you and it uses a neutral attack and you lose half your health. Like, I don't know what's causing it.
As an empath is mostly said by people who aren't empaths. Actually, it's entirely said by people who aren't empaths, because empaths don't exist. I regret to inform you. Okay, I think... Now what? Can I magnesis this through this? Yes, I can. Okay, easy solution. And then I go like a hoop, and then I go like a hoop, and then I go like a hoop. Heppel. Oh yeah, I also column of dark energy.
Oh yeah. Oh fuck.
Yes.
Don't mind
You
me.
okay? You sound like you're getting a massage or something.
Now she only gets one of those every 2 weeks.
I got no, every month. Actually, I haven't gone in 2 months because she got COVID. But I'm very sore.
I've never been to get a professional massage. It's something that I would be interested in, because I often have, like, aches and pains in my back.
Oh my god, why are there 3 Pokemon here? Where the fuck did you
No,
come
it's not
from?
a medical. It's not a medical thing. There's no such thing. It's just, it's pseudoscience. It's just people who
It's Ariana Black.
It's people who think that being able to, like, empathize with people and get a sense of how they're feeling based on body language and stuff like that is, like, you know,
A superpower.
A superpower or some kind of unique ability that most people can't do.
Yeah, isn't it just like
No, most people
the
can't
psychic ability to sense what a person is feeling,
Yeah.
like, from a distance?
Yeah, it's total horseshit. I was assaulted by the raw, arcane energy coming from Monica at the front desk.
Oh, I got my lost satchel back. Some random person found it.
Oh, cool. I actually had my first death yesterday, and I reset because I didn't want to deal with it. And it was because I fell off of a mountain and went from full health to dead. So it was pretty significant distance, because usually you can fall quite a bit without taking that much damage.
It's a little
Yeah,
extreme.
I fought the noble Pokemon of the Mirelands, and it's like, all right, time to go back to base. And I'm like, I could just teleport there, but I'm just gonna run back and collect some resources on the way. Fucking falls off cliff and dies. I'm like, well, guess I'm doing that battle again. Thankfully, it was extremely easy, so it didn't matter.
So it just goes back to the last save.
Well, no. If you die, you drop some items that you were carrying and then move on.
Oh,
and
but
I'm
you
like,
didn't want to
no,
accept that.
I don't want to actually lose these, so I reset. It wasn't even anything significant either. It was like, oh no, I lost a handful of hyper potions and revives. What will I do?
Well, I lost a comet shard that I had just fought to the death for practically.
That sucks. Get up on his back.
Also, my character now looks like Ariana Grande, and it's fucking weird.
Oh,
Because
yeah,
I dyed her. Well, I dyed her hair red,
So you
and
mean
there
that
is
she
no
looks,
actual
so you mean
red
that she looks like teenage Ariana Grande
from Victorious, yes. Because there is no actual natural red hair color. There's just fucking bright Coca-Cola red.
Yeah.
Because I'm about to go to the beach area, so I also tried to put together a.
So when you say natural red, you mean ginger, yeah?
Yeah, so it's I have the booty scrubs, I guess you could call them, basically just short shorts, and I'm running around. I'm like, why does my character look like fucking cat?
Awesome. Well, if you're interested in Pokemon lore, you've got a fucking doozy in this game with the revelation that any Pokemon can shrink down to minuscule size.
Oh my god.
I love how that became a huge, I don't want to say controversy, but
controversy. How do you say it?
Controversy.
What's the controversy?
Yeah, I'm weird in that I mix British and American ways of saying stuff, but unintentionally, because I was watching shout out to a Creature Unknown for compiling moments from my My Sims Kingdom LP, which I didn't think anyone in the year of our Lord 2022 was gonna watch, ever, and found good moments and stuff from it.
Oh god, it is.
Oh, Link! Billy. You just got no height off of that. That was stupid. Why can't your whole team learn minimize? Oh, anyway, sorry, I was saying. What the hell? Oh, there's gonna be a chest over here, isn't there? Into there. And then there wasn't.
I mean, I guess it just means that the random shrinking down thing is a natural reflex that everything has, but most of them can't use it willingly.
Yeah.
It's still pretty stupid.
Anyway, so for the My Sims Kingdom thing, there was one of those clips. And by the way, the clips were for the thing. I'm doing a compilation of the good moments from stuff, and I made a video.
Yes. Why did you start mumbling?
Because it's a shameless plug. I don't know. Where the fuck do I go?
Bad.
Am I just boned?
Bad?
I think I might just. Oh wait, hang on. I can warp.
I think that was my response the other day when you're like, "Well, my starter fully evolved," and I'm just like, "Bad."
Yeah. It immediately got switched out.
That is unfortunate.
Here we go.
I was surprised and horrified because I was all like, ooh, this thing looks interesting, and then it was a fighting type, and I was like, Which is funny because the thing that I replaced it with was also a fighting type. But it's fine. It was a prettier fighting type.
Was it the Lilligan? Oops, sorry. Anyway, but the point is, in the clip, I said, like, literally, and I'm like, oh, I don't say that anymore. I should. Where's the last terminal? Down there, apparently.
And I have an Umbreon and an Espeon. Take that game.
Was this
Oh, fuck,
defying
what the
the
hell?
game in some way?
No, but I fell
So you're
down
pretty
a
shameful about
small
that part, I
hill
guess
while
so.
trying to catch a cat, and it ran away.
A cat.
A cat.
He had in fact already eaten the coyote.
Orange berries.
Did I... What? Okay, I got the one up there. What do you mean there's one underneath? Oh, because I have to, like, open this somehow. Oh, it's just magnesis, isn't it? No? Okay, how do you open this? That's... Is it because this is on here? No.
Shrinkgate beats the Eterna Forest controversy of is it ghostly fog or shadows from the trees? I didn't realize that was a debate.
Yeah. How do I open those?
The best controversy is the argument in the like comments section of the Homestar Wiki page for the what's it called? Bottom 10 email, where it's just a bunch of people arguing over like how to transcribe Limousine's "Feed the Children" song. It's just na 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 na. Hey
They're like,
hey
no.
do. It's like, is it do to do? Is it do to do? Or is it do to do to do? And like there were people like actually like trying to write out the sheet music for it, and like it's like this fucking huge argument over this thing. It's like,
The possibility of new Pokemon never being obtainable in the main series. I don't think they'll permanently get rid of them, but I mean, ever since Sword and Shield, it's been a case of... I mean, I guess you could
Yeah.
also say ever since Let's Go, but... Yeah, ever since Gen 8, basically, or slightly before it.
I don't
It's
think
just been-
anything will ever be fully off the table. Like
I don't think
the series has introduced, you know, like wormholes, time portals,
Yeah.
like all this other weird shit. It's like, you know, we can find Porygon through a space-time rift in the past, so
That
there's
said,
no reason we couldn't find, you know, things that are allegedly extinct in the future from a
that
similar
said,
thing.
stuff like, you know, we haven't seen a cosplay Pikachu in a while, and we probably
Oh my
just
God.
won't ever again.
Spiky-eared Pichu. Yeah.
How do I open these fucking doors?
How about Ash Greninja? That's a good one.
Yeah, I was thinking about that one earlier.
I often think of Ash Greninja.
Also,
I
I
feel
couldn't
really
help but
stupid.
notice that of the things that are still not available in Gen 8, most of them are ones with way too many forms, like Vivillon and Minior. Furfrou. But you know, we can have fucking 63.
Oh.
What the hell? The Alcremie, yeah.
Okay, thanks, Shirley.
Oh yeah. Also, the totem forms are just. I don't think they can be moved into home.
Yeah, that's true. Is that where I have to go? Do I go here? Do I go out the other window? Do I go to Poughkeepsie?
About Poughkeepsie.
It's actually Poughkeepsie.
Oh. What even is that?
A town in New York. Apparently.
sure Megas will come back at some point. You know, they'll probably make a big deal out of like Mega Pokemon have returned, and there'll be brand new ones, and there's going to be like 2 new ones.
Fuck.
And one of them will be for like Magearna.
No. Okay, I remember this one. In XX and XY. Feel the magic.
Yes.
Pokemon Lore went off the deep end with the alternate universes. Ah! I don't know what that noise I made was, but... Oh yeah, isn't the stuff in here permanently missable? If you finish the dungeon without collecting it. I know it's just weapons and stuff, but...
No, you can go back in them.
Oh.
So, the only Pokemon from Gen 1 to have never, that don't have an evolution and have never gotten anything, like, new from a later gen are, Ditto and Mew, which makes sense, and then also just Tauros.
Poor Tauros.
You mean single stages that have never gotten Evolution, Mega Evolution, Gigantamax?
Yeah. Or, like, a regional form or anything like that.
Yeah. Saving Eternal Floret for XX and XY? No, I think they were saving Eternal Floret for Z, and then, that didn't happen. Z was totally gonna happen, though. I don't see anyone really talking about it, maybe just because people don't care about Gen 6 or something, but... They were definitely gonna make Z for 2015, and then just didn't. I am 100% convinced of this. No, I don't want to leave. No! I thought that... I got confused. It's not gonna make me do the whole dungeon again, is it? Right? Right? Right?
And you get back and it's just Zelda 1. You have to play through the whole series to catch up.
Saving Tauros for the Hoarder 30 Tauros form.
Oh my
I
god.
like that. Oh no.
How do you get back to it?
Oh no. Oh no. You think dungeons save progress? I'm not sure. I thought they didn't. I also don't know how I'd get back up there. Because he's got random leg hurt now, apparently. Ganon wins, yeah. Do I have a save state? Well, not save state, you know what I mean. Do I have a save from in there? Yes. I think this is just after I got the 5th one.
Weird middle child energy.
What about the red-headed stepchild?
Or step-headed red child.
Yeah.
Piece of Shalev.
Okay, we're good. Female Tauros and like, what the hell is Miltank? That seems like something stupid Pokemon would do.
I have seen people argue that Tauros and Miltank are not supposed to be related.
Oh, come on!
I've argued against this, too. It's like, no, they totally are. And it's like, name one reason why they are. And it's like, okay, well, other than the fact that they're both the same animal, like, anytime a game has one, it'll have the other in, like, either the same area or, like, an area next to it. Like, they'll usually have similar encounter rates. It's like, well, that wasn't the case in Gen 1 and 2. It's like, well, it was in Gen 2, actually, but Gen 1, okay, fine, sure.
You need to select the actual divine beast, not the destination marker. Jesse, what the hell are you talking about?
Good luck. That thing is one of Ganon's own, and it plays dirty. Defeated me.
Oh, hi, boss.
Oh yay, the worst one.
Why are you making a pun about your own death, Rivali?
You must avenge me, Link.
Ah, fuck, I didn't want to kill it.
Watch yourself.
So I want a bomb arrow, right?
Challenge condition for anybody who likes making fake Pokemon designs. Don't make a baby form that links Tauros and Miltank, because everybody has made one.
I don't like making pre-evolutions of stuff anyway.
Like, I'm surprised they haven't actually done it, but given that we're this far into the series and they haven't, they're probably never going to.
Yeah, I don't think they're gonna make any more babies of stuff. Oops, wasted a bomb arrow there. That's unfortunate.
But if they make a baby form of Cleffa, it'll just be the only Pokemon line that has 4 stages.
Oh my god.
Shit, I wasted a bunch now. Oh boy, second phase time. I was selecting the destination marker that was on the Divine Beast. It's finicky. It's done. I've made Fakemon before. It's kind of fun. I think if I don't think I would do it again though. I think if I ever wanted to try to flex those creative muscles, I would just make custom monster designs that aren't Pokemon. How do you dodge these? That's stupid. How do you dodge those? It was following me no matter which way I went. Time to munch. What do I do in... no, I'm not gonna...
Nah, baby forms are pretty useless.
I guess I just keep firing at it and hope to, Oh! I forgot about this. Can go up with, You'll do. No, I wanna... No, I'll just use these. Oh, I got one hit. I'm glad. I'm gonna not waste all my bomb arrows. I'm gonna switch to... fire arrows. Why not? Hey, where'd you go? I know bomb arrows are your weakness, but there you go. That was pretty easy. Easier than some enemies, anyway.
Nice.
Does anybody actually like any of the bosses from this game?
I don't think so. That's another thing. People rag on the use the item to make them vulnerable, like design philosophy for a lot of the Zelda bosses in the 3D games. For some reason, I kind of like it. It is a little lame when that's all there is to it, and it's always the item of the dungeon, and it's like, I wonder what to do. But you know, they've done ones that are more creative. But honestly, I find it more boring when it's stuff like, when it's just go up and attack them. At least there's like some element.
And
of,
all the
like,
bosses in this game look identical, so.
Oh yeah, that too. I forgot you get heart containers from these dungeons, actually. Okay, now I'm definitely gonna get a stamina upgrade next from my spheres. I was actually thinking about just going hard on health for a while, but now that I know that, now that I just got a free thing, I'll, yeah.
What?
Is Eventide Island a boss? No.
Schnee, schna, schnappi.
Cal the kangaroo is back. Yeah, why is he called Cow if he's a kangaroo though? That's a pretty stupid mistake. I sure hope somebody
The
got
hell
fired
is
for that
that?
blunder.
Well done. I suppose I should thank you now that my spirit is free. This returns Meadow back to its rightful owner.
You haven't explained what it is yet. I'm scared.
Me?
Just for doing your
Yes.
job.
What, Cow the kangaroo? It's a...
What do you suppose
I think it's actually supposed
I
to be
also
pronounced
don't
KO.
know.
warrior worthy of my
It's just a platformer mascot.
sacred skill that I have dubbed
They're
Revali's
making a new
Hair?
game to Switch.
Never heard of it. It's fake.
It looks pretty fun for the trailer. Depending
Fake.
on the price, I might try it. Shut up.
Fake.
I want to
Fake.
try more of those like classic 2000s collectathons, actually, / 3D platformers, potentially, eventually.
Like actually ones from that era, or
Yeah.
the ones that are coming out now, like Super Lucky's Tale.
That game seems fine, but I've heard it's supposed to be like Babby's first 3D platformer, so it's like extremely easy.
I see.
But no, I mean, I want to like play Tai, that seems fun.
Your job is far from finished, you know.
I just hope people still stick around even when the dynamic changes from, you know, you guiding me through a game over to like playing a game that neither of us know.
We should try to find hidden gems that nobody knows about on the Super Nintendo.
Yeah, that's
Spoilers,
not
there
fair.
aren't any.
I saw a thread where people were discussing LPs, and someone was saying like LPs are pointless now because back in the day, what LPs were good for was for digging up old gems, but now everyone knows about all of the... Pretty much every game has been covered by somebody, so there's no point anymore. And I'm like, that's stupid.
I mean, it's like how I said, like, there's no point in saying something that somebody else has already said before.
Yeah. But, V and I guess 4chan in general are very much against, like... at least from what I've seen, they really don't like the, you know, following somebody for the sake of their personality or whatever. They prefer, like... Or at least they preach, you know, following stuff for the content being good, and they always make fun of people
Nothing
that,
would
like, watch
crush that
streamers and
raw.
stuff.
That's dumb.
It's kind of dumb.
I mean, don't they just hate YouTubers in general?
Yeah, well, that's the thing. Is they're like, man, why would you get obsessed with an e-celeb? That's pathetic. It's like, it's entertainment.
Meadow, you've been artfully patient for the last 100 years. I doubt you'll
Oh man, did you know that Croc was originally going to be a Yoshi game? I bet you never heard about that. Oh man, did you know that Super Mario Bros. 2 was... Okay.
Doki Doki Literature Club.
Even without the power of flight, Link made his way to this divine beast and accomplished something that even I could not. Guess I was wrong about how lucky he would be. I hope that luck holds out, Link, for everyone's sake.
Well, alright, not sure what I should do now. I mean, I'm gonna explore the nearby area. I just,
You should go set the Hulp somewhere.
Oh yeah, Revali's Gale. That is actually a pretty cool power. What do you mean, that song?
I remember when LPs were like, you know, they don't count as being real ones if they weren't hosted on something awful. And there's like rules to what games you're allowed to do LPs for. Like it has to be something obscure. It has to be something that you're already good at. Like it can't be a blind playthrough.
Right. Yeah, people very frequently bring up NCS and they like him a lot on V.
I don't think I've ever seen anything from him.
I've seen a few things.
Is he part of Runaway Guys? I never remember
Yeah, he
who's
is.
in that. I know that Chugga is. I never remember who else is in that. It's Proton John, I think?
Yep, those are the three. And they
Okay.
have very frequent guests. Has a catch. Okay, I'll give it a shot. The Pride of the Rito. Pillar in the Sky. Its heart lights up when the sun is high. Okay, well that's obviously a shrine hint, but I can't figure out what it is, so... There's a bunch of things around here that could be described as pillars in the sky. Oh, you know what? It's actually... maybe it's the tower. Oh, you know what? Hang on a minute.
No.
I remember now, vaguely. There's some spot around here where if you stand on it while it's noon, then there's like a heart that appears on the ground or something.
Aw.
A heart appears, and you're just like, oh, that's cute.
Alright.
Oh, I like cake.
I like cake. I like cake.
Enough of you.
There's gotta be more stuff around here. I feel like...
It's this game. There's never anything.
Have I been over here?
Strock Lake. I forget. What's the stupid name that didn't come from anything in Isaac?
I don't
Like-
know. I'm drawing a blank.
I think it was similar to Scub. Like, I just remember you were telling me the story. There was like something has like a new form and it has a really stupid name that is irrelevant to anything. Like everything else is biblical and this is just made up.
I don't know. Was it like a boss?
I thought it was a character. Because you told me about it and you were just like people were making fun of it because it was a stupid name. I don't know.
I'm drawing a blank, unfortunately. Let's go to... Man, I don't know. Let me try going over this
What
way.
the hell is 100% orange juice?
It's like a card game, video game, I think.
Oh.
I don't think so.
It's not?
I think it's a Hollow Knight boss.
Well, that too.
Oh, right. I'll hopefully find a good use for Rivali's Gale soon. You only get 3 of them between Blood Moons, though. At least I think it's Blood Moons that reset it.
I don't think it is. I think they're just on a timer.
Oh.
It's like Mifa's Grace, you know, you use it up and then it comes back after like 20 minutes.
Oh, okay. For some reason I thought it was Blood Moons. Can anyone confirm what it is?
But I think it does not regenerate if you have any remaining, so it's like it's actually best to use all 3. Like, you don't want to waste them, obviously, but if you think you'll need a bunch later, don't hold on to like
It's
just
a board
one.
game sort of thing like Mario Party, huh? Alright. It's a spin-off from the critically acclaimed Acceleration of Suguri series. Hope that helps. Yeah, no.
Have you played Atelier Ryza?
I have not.
Not you.
Me?
Yeah, didn't you say that you got that for Christmas or something?
Oh, I think
That's
that's what it is. I haven't played it yet. I got really absorbed in playing Rune Factory, and then I got busy with homework, and now I'm obsessed with Pokemon. So.
Alright.
Understandable. I got Brilliant Diamond for Christmas and haven't started it for aforementioned reasons. And last year I got Tokyo Mirage Test and Sharp FE and haven't started it.
Mostly because it's a bad game.
I'm not disinterested in it. It's just I haven't. Now especially, though. I really should have done it, like, throughout the past year while I actually had some free time, but...
Yeah, it's fine. It's a bad game. It has a bad name. Only redeeming factor is it has boobs.
Yeah, I think it's a Atelier, but just because
Yeah,
it's so French.
I wasn't sure. I've only ever seen it written out. All I know is it's a game that from a series that I had never heard of once in my life until everyone's like, oh yeah, it's this extremely esteemed series that's been around for like 20 years with like dozens of games in it, and the newest, like the character from the newest one is a lock for Smash DLC. I'm like, who the fuck is this?
It's
And
true
I had to look
that
her up.
it is
And,
a long running
yeah.
series, but I mean, almost none of them came out of Japan for a long time, so like, come on, you can't expect people to have heard of it.
But yeah, and then everyone's just like, oh, well, I want her to get in because thighs.
Good.
That's pretty much it.
Oh, you like feathered spheres.
Yes.
Well,
I first
people
heard
have
of...
heard of Shin Megami Tensei compared to Atelier.
I first heard of it from Spoonie. He did a random video just kind of praising the series for...
Oh, I played one of those games. It was one for the DS. I don't remember which one.
DS or 3DS?
I think DS.
Okay.
I don't know. It was a long time ago.
I agree with the quadruped rep.
Oh yeah.
That's why I think that's why I like Ivysaur like better than the other two Pokemon that the trainer uses.
Amaterasu would
That
also
and I
fit
just
that.
like grass types, but yeah. I remember when grass was my favorite type, and it was like part of my personality.
And now we have the same favorite type, right?
Yes, I think all three of us and Joel do.
Oh, really?
Ghost?
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah. Nice.
Ghost is cool, but it's also bad.
I
It's not
mean,
actually
I
bad.
thought I was fighting a single Drifloon, and it turned out to be 3 and another thing. And I'm like, oh. And then I get the fuck out of there.
Oh, yeah, I forgot you can find multiple things in PLA. It's slightly
Yeah,
bothering
they
me that
just
people are abbreviating it to PLA instead of just LA, but I get it.
You
can't confuse it with Link's Awakening.
Or Los Angeles.
No, Los Angeles doesn't exist.
For a second, I'm like, oh, let me put this in a bottle, and then I realized that this game either doesn't have bottles, or like they're really annoying to get, or something. I can't remember.
I think you can just grab it.
Yeah, you just kind of
Oh, that's
slowly. You just kind of.
Yeah, I usually. You want to just crouch and then lunge forward, and then that'll work.
I see.
So when are we going to get a movie based off of a game that is based off of the Detective Pikachu movie, which was based off of a game?
Oh my god. What?
I don't know.
Oh, hi, what the fuck are you called?
Deers.
I don't remember what this one's called.
If I was going to use Weird Deer, I would definitely name it Deers.
Dinroll? Really?
Dismail Darkhold. I don't actually remember if that's what it's called.
That sounds like a Final Fantasy 14 thing.
It is.
Yay.
was the other one? Tamtara Deepcroft.
Yes. That was your example for a style of location name that you wouldn't want to emulate with BA3.
Yeah.
You were like, I want more of a Bubble Gloop swamp and less a Tamtara Deepcroft. Deerse is spelled Dheerse, and it's from Vinny's Tomodachi Life series.
And apparently came from Skies of Arcadia originally. Which isn't a real game. It's more of a game than Star Ocean, but that's not saying much.
What about Button Kaito's Eternal Wings in the Lost Ocean?
I mean, that one I know exists at least because Martin played it. Star Ocean just isn't a fucking game. Like, I heard of it when it was like, you know, it was like 2002 or 3. So it's not even the case where like, oh, I heard about it recently and I'm like, what? This isn't a thing. No, it's like I knew it existed. I just refute its existence.
My opinion on alliteration... Yeah, that's how you spell this. My opinion on alliteration is that I wish more people knew what the difference between alliteration and assonance was.
Is assonance when multiple words have like the same vowel sounds?
No, assonance is what a lot of people think alliteration includes. Assonance is where the sounds are the same at the like beginning of the word. Alliteration actually refers to the specific letter. So
okay, so like a soft C and an S.
So for example, a cyan crayon is alliterative, but it is not assonant.
I see.
A crimson crayon would be assonant and alliterative.
Yes.
Is it Button Kaitos? Yeah, there's shout out to my friend Steak. We've recently been doing crosswords, and before that we were doing like Sporkle quizzes about video games. And basically any time that like Barton Kaitos would come up or something that could potentially be Barton Kaitos, I would be like, Steak, is this Barton Kaitos? Because he knows about it. Also, hi Brian DeLace. Or Delaci, I don't know how you'd say that.
The list of things I know about that series are minimal. I know it has 2 games on the GameCube, the first of which has an overly long title, similar to how the first Fire Emblem game is way too fucking long of a title. And then the second game is just Batten Kaitos Origins. It's like, okay, good job. I know that it is card-based combat, and that it has a ridiculous card that is called like Luxurious Hair that you can only get by getting a shampoo card and then like waiting 60 in-game like or like it's like 60 real life hours to like have the card upgrade.
Yeah, I remember that.
Like,
yeah, Steak told me about that. I do like how for the crosswords we've kind of assembled a crew of people with like the right like balance of knowledge, like general knowledge. So
do you have a sports person?
I actually don't. That's the one area where we're kind of weak in. But we have like so Steak answers.
The brain McLean's gonna know.
Steak knows answers about like celebrities and mostly actresses and actors and actresses specifically, and like films and stuff like that. Let's see. Ben, I always defer to for questions about French, Canada. Yeah, about French, France, Canada, or mixology because he's into like making cocktails and stuff.
Good.
Let's see. I asked Girati about political things that come up. You know, they ask about like electoral college and random just things about legislation and whatnot. Alex, I tend to... What do I... Your knowledge extends only to me in the middle. Yeah, Alex doesn't really have, like, a field of expertise, but rather is really good at just getting random long answers and otherwise, like, you know, picking up ones that none of the rest of us can think of the answer to. He's good at just randomly being like, oh, I think it's this.
Good.
And then me and Dante are kind of just generalists, I think. I'm trying to think. Is there any other? Is there one? Serena shows up. She usually doesn't contribute much. To
Good.
Occasionally she does.
Would you say that collectively you have an approximate knowledge of many things?
Yes. But yeah, the crosswords are fun.
I remember when you said that Joel has an approximate knowledge of many things, and that's
Yeah.
like the most accurate description I've ever heard of him.
I know. I had a friend who was like that as well. Like IRL. I don't really speak to him much anymore, but he also would just like we would often get into conversations and he would just bring up some random trivia about them. I remember in year 11, when we were like getting close to graduation, we had to, what was it, like nominate people for various different like student awards, not actual awards, but you know the shit where it's like most likely to become prime minister after like in their adult
And
life.
Bob's one cutest couple.
Cutest couple, yeah. There was one that
Yay.
was most knowledgeable, and I put him for it, but then I got that award because apparently most people put me,
I see.
or at least a lot of people did.
Hello.
And I was like, I know some
Steak?
stuff, but... I mean, I couldn't just put myself. That would be kind of like... But I did genuinely feel like he was more knowledgeable, and I was just... I don't know. It's also been a long-ass time. I don't even remember it that well.
Dead Blob 2.
Isn't there a De Blob 3? Doesn't it go that far? Or is it just...
I actually don't know. The only thing I know about it is when I was living in the pantry, like Martin wanted to decorate the walls to make it less depressing, and so we just kind of pulled out some random ads from like Game Informer for things that were just like either colorful or interesting looking, and that was one of them. I have no clue what the fuck the game is.
Oh god. I kind of hate minigames. They're always frustrating. Or at least stressful.
I feel the same.
I usually enjoy them, so I guess I am the dumb one.
No.
Well, yeah, because I'm a simpleton. Game, it's just like, hey, want to play another game inside the game? I'm like, oh, I like games.
So, at least in this game, you are not forced to do them for like hard pieces and stuff. Not usually, anyway. Sometimes you have to do them for shrines. Like, I think there's the one where you have to climb the rock wall really quickly to get the Goron to give you permission to fucking go in. She refused to play games with you until one day she asked to hook up your Wii to play Blob 2. That's really funny.
All right, then.
Oh, superlative. Is that what they're called? I am the Simpsons tapped out. I'm sorry. I don't want to play your dumb minigame.
That little post there, or like that comment, just reminds me of this stupid thing I read years and years ago on a message board where someone, they're like, I have a girlfriend who says that like video games are extremely stupid and like anybody who plays them is childish, and I do play them, but I have to keep it secret from her, and so every time she comes over I have to remind her that the GameCube is my brother's. And so I just imagine, this same conversation playing out every time. She's like, why do you have that? It's like, oh, it's my brother's. Like, just every fucking time. Like, and other people were just like, dude, why are you dating her if she doesn't like your hobby? And then it's just like, well, I mean, she's hot.
Priorities.
Yes.
When there are tits, you don't need other reasons.
I suppose it's easy. Really? This is a Korok? Okay. I suppose it's easy for me to be like, oh, well, I have better priorities than that when, I'm literally asexual, but,
I mean, I feel like if I was in a similar situation, like I would not be willing to like lie or hide a part of my personality just to like keep up this ruse.
Yeah.
Like it's never gonna last, so what's the point?
But nothing ever lasts, does it?
Oh shit, existentialism.
Actually, this would be a
Right.
good use of Rivali's Gale. Actually, it probably wouldn't be. This is kind of a waste, but I mean, why not?
Suddenly getting flashbacks to the time when I was like, I don't want to name the person. You can probably guess who it is. But it was I was like getting messaged like, I really need help trying to find a gamer girlfriend. What advice do you have? I'm like, dude, I don't fucking know.
Oh yeah, I think I know who that is.
You're not a true gamer if you say the word video games.
Related.
Oh, Jeff's just as much of a nerd as you. That's good. Well, aren't they your fiance?
Not only was that the right person, but that also happened in a Breath of the Wild stream.
You need someone who at least attempts to be interested in this shit. Yeah, I mean, I'm lucky to be dating the same researcher, so
Sick.
we're totally the same researcher. Don't deny it. Don't even try to front.
I wish I could just reach into my wall and pull out food.
Oh wow, she's saying there's not enough food. I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. Just gonna get offended over like less than nothing. Wow, so you're not even gonna say anything to that.
Nope. I wanted to give a response to the like attempting to be interested in something because it just reminded me of the I wish I had a book about all the different types of seaweed. The because I forget what she says, something about like, yeah, because I'm interested in things.
Is this a Talus? Is this a daily quest? I do love how we pulled the daily quest thing once, like
Yeah,
4 months ago. Was it 4?
I don't remember.
Like 3 months ago. And, and Joel has been paranoid ever since.
I mean, I don't think he's actually paranoid.
No, I know, but he at least thinks of it. It hasn't escaped his memery.
It happened once with hot dog water and once with magical Negro.
Oh god.
I'm just because I'm in the middle of a conversation and I bust out the phrase "magical Negro" and he's like, "What the fuck?" I'm like, it's a thing. No, it's not.
This is some
You're
daily
making this
quest.
shit up. No, I promise you, it's a thing.
Where the hell am I? Oh, apparently I'm heading to... What even is that? Is that the edge of the map? I think it is. Well, sure, let's explore the edge of the map for a bit. You've had to keep your mouth shut about something that kind of blew up in a game community you're in because it pertains to someone who you're best friends with or good friends with. Like, something controversial or like some kind of like game reveal or like an interesting mod or like what if you don't mind giving a tiny bit more detail. I mean, you don't have to, obviously. I know you said it's something you have to keep your mouth shut about, but
Yeah.
Who the fucking hell is phoning me?
stop calling me. That was the I don't know if you saw it, but the previous stream, second 0 starts with you going, "Stop calling me."
This one started with bitching.
Yes.
Yes.
I don't even remember what we were bitching about.
Wrong. Yeah. It means it's probably nothing important. It's one of those TV trope shows that has the kind of name you don't realize how weird it's. I mean, it's outside of TV tropes too. There was like a Key and Peele skit about it, which is why it came up in the first place. Aren't these wolves, not foxes? Am I stupid? Am I too stupid to even imagine?
I mean, these are wolves, but there were foxes around also.
Okay.
Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa.
Oh yeah, there's a shrine around here. up this way, apparently.
Why do people say Jaguar?
Oh god, they left a
Because they're British.
voicemail? Why? Oh.
Or no, okay, never mind. Jaguar is like, I wouldn't say it that way myself, but it's not the worst. I've heard people say Jaguar though.
Oh, that's bad. You missed out.
Are all of the kids adults at this point? Every kid in the world? Yes. They stopped making kids a while ago.
Well, they make them now, but they're like the new model.
Yeah.
Where they have
Well,
like...
They're too, like, shiny.
It's shiny.
I was gonna say that
that's the question for you.
I was gonna say that the child actor that plays Charlie in the like Willy Wonka remake is one of the new model kids, but at this point that movie is like what 15 years old, so the is this going to be in BA3 kid is definitely the new model.
Oh really? He's kind of classic, isn't he?
Well, he knows what a phone is, therefore he's new. Jaguar.
Oh, is it just under this metal plate? I mean, okay.
It was here the whole time.
Suddenly remembered that in iCarly, Freddy's mom had a chip implanted in his head so that she could track him.
What?
What?
Yeah, that was a plot point, alright.
In the Japan episode.
Wild.
Ka Okeo Shrine. Is it true the game will be in 3D? What, BA3? Yes, absolutely. It'll be the kind where you don't even need 3D glasses for it as well, like the 3DS.
Well, no, I was actually thinking it will specifically be like the 3D glasses type. We'll have to somehow make everything work with that in mind.
You might be able to build a quest around that with layering.
God, it would be bad.
It would be really bad. Okay, just go.
That is still the placeholder sound for Haley.
Oh, yeah. I suppose it's not important until the demo comes out.
Well, I mean, I'd probably want to have it changed for the
video
trailer, yeah.
Okay.
I was thinking of just putting in a different placeholder sound and just having it be the Saucer of Peril from Banjo-Tooie.
What's it?
It's like... I can't do it. It's like, I don't know, that's fucking weird beeping, whistling noise.
Yeah. Oh no. I think I remember this one. Okay, let's clear out the fuckers first.
Bucket boss.
Raw Oreo. Rar. Oh shit.
Rar.
I set my thing on fire. You're on fire, you are.
He was helpful because he pointed out the fire. That was his good deed for the day.
Isn't that a thing like Ryan says?
Well, no, I was thinking of the guy in the, like, when Snape's cloak gets set on fire in the first Harry Potter movie.
Oh. He doesn't say it like that, though, does he?
Well, no, he doesn't, but I will always remember it that way anyway.
Oh, I see.
Like, there's like a whole imagined situation here where it's just like, you know, this random background character who doesn't even have a name just is the one to point out that he's on fire and does so very, very, like, smarmily and is, like, really self-important about it.
Thanks, Link. So, no, Haley has Alphys music, and, like, is inspired by Alphys, but I don't think you ever said that you were gonna have her use Alphys's voice clips.
No, that was never a thing. Ish.
Wait, what was the point of the balloon one? The balloon TNT, is that just to kill the enemies with? Maybe.
What are Birkenstocks?
Those ugly shoes that lesbians wear.
You
Actually,
answered that so aggressively.
It's from a video. Why do both? I swing it this way and it sends me backwards. I swing it this way and it sends me. I guess you have to
There's no
rotate
way.
it.
$99 Panasonic Blu-ray.
$99 Panasonic Blu-ray.
Undertale has a very small amount of voice acting. You get, you know, that's a wonderful idea,
If you
and
want to count Patrick.
the first half of the word "maybe" as said by Patrick. Me.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
And there's oh yes.
I still want those pajama pants.
So I still didn't get that.
Dude, I still have people in my friends list that I met from the trading board.
Dude, I like totally beat this game.
Did like totally get this one.
Yeah, we're talking about the voice clip where Alphys is like.
Good.
I forgot to explain that today was Death Day.
Oh. Oh.
That was a lie. There is no Death
Oh.
Day.
Oh.
Wait. Why didn't I get this chest?
Have I ever voice acted? Dude, I've never had to make a decision.
I'm trying to think if you have, and don't answer, because I'm trying to remember.
I mean, I'm trying to remember too, so the answer is probably no. Like, what's the definition? Is it, like, for something other than, like, your own stuff? Does it have to be professional?
No, it doesn't have to be professional.
Because, like, you know, obviously I've done voice acting for, like, Thousand Year Door and stuff, but that's
Right,
just, like,
okay,
my own thing. If it's something that somebody else made, then, like, I think I did a couple, like, SpongeBob time passing cards for Datai's LP of No More Heroes.
I see.
I don't know if that counts. Like,
How do you get that chest? that was good. Look at the way I get onto the ladder in a second.
Dana, 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 dana. Yeah, no, I enjoyed. Yeah, that was I enjoyed.
You can't use the powers in the dungeons. Oh, there's a hole up there. I guess I go up
Would
there.
I like to? I mean, I don't think I'm very good at it, but if I got the request, then I mean, I guess maybe. I've actually had people tell me, like, oh, you should totally be a voice actor. You're so good. It's like,
I think you could be decent at it. I mean, it's always some part of it that's like the voice itself versus like, you know, the techniques for actually projecting and reading it. I mean, you're good at reading a script well. You're not one of those people that is told to read an English class and you're like, the dog went
or not,
to
the 1973.
Yeah.
I can do, like, cartoony voices. I don't know if I'd really be able to do anything too serious.
You could also just do your normal voice. There are a lot of voice actors that basically just speak their normal voice like all the time.
Yeah, Patrick Warburton. Hey, Peter!
Oh, what the hell is this shit? You have a voice vaguely reminiscent of Nutella or perhaps tuna.
The fuck?
Wait, what was in the chest?
What was the thing Melody posted earlier about, like, me on Ambien talking to myself?
I don't know. I don't think I actually saw that message.
This one time I, like, ate an upsetting amount of tuna, and I, like, got sick.
Let's get a marriage. Let's get a marriage license.
I like Homestar's bad impression of himself.
So good.
Similar to when Bender was trying to do an impression of Flexo, even though they have the exact same voice. It's just like, hello, it's me, Flexo.
Ow. Oh.
Oh no.
I like any instance of somebody having to voice act a character doing an impression of a different character, because it's like interesting to see how it comes out.
Yeah.
And I don't know if it's more or less impressive when both characters normally have the same voice actor.
What the fuck happened? Excuse me? What popped the balloon?
Oh. All right.
If anyone knows what popped the balloon, please contact me. I think you took my wallet. It looks
Email
like
me on
NES.
this web zone.
It might have been the fan.
Oh boy, a giant.
This one's pointed out pretty frequently, but there is a shockingly good bit of acting in. I don't remember if it's Deathly Hallows Part 1 or 2, when they go to Gringotts, and it's Helena Bonham Carter acting like Hermione, polyjuicing Bellatrix, and then you have, like, you know, Emma Watson's voice coming out. So it's like she's having to, like, she's basically being redubbed while acting like a different character, acting like herself. It's fucking weird.
To be fair, I heard that they had Emma Watson act the scene out first. Like they had Emma Watson try to mimic Bellatrix Lestrange, and then Helena Bonham Carter watched her do that and based her performance on that.
I see.
Which is still impressive, but
Yeah.
I don't think I want to be here. Don't spin the thing again. That will be sad. Okay. And then I will need to go like these. And I'll just chill. I'll just chill. Don't pop. Uh-oh.
Number 15.
Uh-oh. Oh no.
Burp. Just remembering the fucking video from Quentin Reviews where he's just like the one going over chills. He's just like, the worst thing that he's ever done to me. Just like, what do you mean he's done to you? Honey, that's a leaf.
That's so good.
Nobody knows what this strange creature could be. It was only visible on the screen for a fraction of a second. It might be some type of alien creature. Honey, that's a leaf. Like,
uh-oh. No? Okay, I thought you might actually be able to stand on it, with 3 balloons, but no, you can't. Worst thing he's ever done to me. This is gonna be, I'm gonna be here for a long time, aren't I?
okay, no.
Could I actually, like, freeze this platform in place with stasis? That might help. Yeah, I can. Okay. That's slightly less terrible.
Can you coat all of the spikes with a sticky goo?
At least this isn't a Japanese version of Sonic 1 where the
Yes. Where the clouds don't move.
asshole, no. It wouldn't let me
No.
jump either.
I keep getting clips of smiling friends recommended to me, and I've had like people send me a couple, but I've never watched any like on my own
Dante's really
volition.
into it. I'm somewhat interested in it. I did see the clip of Chills though.
Yeah.
Can I have the number 15? I didn't even really try to do an impression there. Do you ever have it where like someone tells you you're good at doing an impression and then you're like scared to ever
You
do the
didn't even
impression
try.
again?
Oh. Probably. It just reminds me of the time when I first started at it wasn't when I first started at Pizza Hut, but when I first started at the second one that I worked at, when I busted out a fairly decent impression of SpongeBob's like Krusty Krab thing, and then like she wanted her sister to hear it and called her over, and then
yeah,
I
that
couldn't
always
do it
happens.
again. Yeah, I'm just like, oh god, now I don't want to do it again anyway. Now I'm like embarrassed, but I tried and it was bad.
What?
Her sister was strangely tall. I have no reason to mention this, but it's the only thing I remember about her.
Why is there an explosive barrel here? What purpose could that possibly serve?
Get up on its back.
Anyway, I gotta do that shit again, so, well, at least it was, not just a shitty weapon, I guess.
Going on Facebook, trying to find some stupid shit.
Friendly faces everywhere. On both folks of that temptation. It's something parking day or night, people saying howdy neighbor. It's not saying, it's some synonym.
It's spouting, I think. Yeah, it's ample parking day or night, people spouting howdy neighbor. They might be saying, it might be shouting. I actually don't remember. Timmy, live and law, Timmy.
Friendship ended with Mudasir, now Mudasir is my best friend. I don't remember what the first guy was actually called, so they both get to be Mudasir.
Yes. I'm trying to find stupid shit on Facebook. I found somebody with a shirt that said, like, the only medication I need is Trump in prison. So that one was pretty good.
Oh. Okay. Oh, I know why I need the explosives. Okay. Makes sense.
What the fuck is this?
Yeah, like I was sounding, thank you.
Suggested for you. Wingspan is ultimately about biodiversity, but I can't help but see it fitting into a broader cultural reckoning.
What?
One good thing, a soothing tabletop game about birds. What?
Huh.
I assume it's a tabletop game about birds that is controversial? I don't know. I haven't heard of it. The orchestral versions of South Park music? I have not.
I have not either. I think I've seen people post them. I've just not looked at them.
Instead of saying
Did they
we
do
have nothing
Kyle's
to
mom
announce,
is a big fat bitch?
instead of saying we have nothing to announce at this point, why not say hey 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 hey?
Oh. Well, I went into the pending posts. Here we go. McDonald's Thai Beanie Baby set, never been opened, very good condition, $500.
Oh boy,
dear.
I have
Yeah.
$500. I could own that extremely rare set that's definitely worth that much.
Yeah, and not $8. Let's see what else we got.
This is not gonna work. This is not the bathroom.
The rest of them are not as stupid. Okay, I'll stop looking. Is that just the mother brain fight?
No, it's supposed to be Doomsday Zone.
Well, it was wrong.
Is it?
All for under $50.
It's like. I can't remember.
Similar, yeah.
That was another one I wanted to do. I can't remember what it is. Oh well.
Dester sausage.
Dust a sausage, dust a sausage, dust. Oh, I was supposed to go here first because then I didn't realize I would open a shortcut.
Panasonic Blu-ray, $99. H Greg. H.
That was good.
Yeah.
That was something.
Oh yeah, I was like.
Smithy's Factory.
Now I'm trying to remember. It's. Because it's in 13/8.
Time signatures don't exist. Trying to classify music as just typical human arrogance.
As if music isn't a human creation.
What about birds?
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
I know it doesn't count.
I mean, it does count, but it's. I mean, eh.
I mean, in the Look Around You episode about music, they say it doesn't. But then again, they also don't know what birds are.
We just.
Birds are
don't
government
know.
drones.
I'm sure I've said this before, but the pigeon subreddits occasionally get posts from people trying to be funny, you know, just talking about how all birds are drones. It's like, yes, thank you, we've seen it.
That's
not
Josh's
funny.
roundabout way of telling you that you're not funny.
I apologize.
Oh, come on. If you're a drummer, don't you live for weird time signatures? I will shame you.
I can't believe nobody has been able to find that "You Don't Stop to Look Around" song.
It's
Like,
because it doesn't exist.
then where the hell did I get it from?
I don't know. Yeah, let's keep exploring the edge of the map, why don't we? Stop to look around at the world.
Have you heard of the most mysterious song on the internet?
No.
I watched like half of a video about it a couple days ago. I didn't actually finish it. which goes to show how interested I was in the subject. But
Mm-hmm.
it was a song that just kind of showed up. Like somebody has a recording of it off of the radio, and it's from like the 80s, and nobody knows what this song is. It's like there's no idea like what band played it,
Is it foreign?
like where. Yeah, it's like they've determined it's European in some capacity, but they can't even like narrow down the country.
Hmm. Who knows it? Who knows if it wasn't just a one-off jam session? You know.
Yeah, it could have been, but like they don't even know who the people were who played it.
Right.
Like nobody can identify them, and like nobody's saying it was them or whatever.
Yes, we've.
I
Heard
have
the best
heard the
I've
best
made
song
one.
ever made in the world. It's pretty good. Other songs have instruments like a guitar or a girl, but they are not the best song ever made in the world.
John LaJoie's music is pretty good, and his videos. I also recommend "I Kill People" and "Sunday Afternoon."
Yeah, that's the thing I don't get about it either. Like, I can understand time signature as a way of like making the music easier to read, to like break it into chunks, but I don't know how it makes it sound different. So like I don't know how you can hear that.
I don't know how to explain how to hear it, but I can hear it. Usually, I guess if I did have to describe it, I would say there's usually just a subtle amount of emphasis on it.
Or like repetition, maybe.
Well, it's
Like
like
if there's like a certain repeating like beat or something that is like has like 4 beats versus 3 or whatever, then like that's one thing.
yeah, but even aside from that, even if like it's just a melody or whatever that isn't repeated, like I mean you do usually need some kind of grounding for it, but it's really hard to explain. It's the kind of thing you have to just feel out, and it's not like people made it up. Like people were playing music in ways that fit this pattern, and then they were like, let's try to describe it. People were already feeling the rhythm anyway.
Feel the rhythm XXXY. Feel the rhythm of the something up your nose.
Feel
I explained
rhythm of
that.
the plop. I don't think you have.
That was in junior high. In gym, we would do like a run at the beginning of the period every time, and we would basically just run around to the perimeter of the gym, and they had music playing, and there were a few that played very frequently. It wasn't like the same one every time, but it was a very limited list. And one of them, I have to assume it was saying Taekwondo, but we couldn't really understand what it was, and so we called it Typhon Bow. And it was just Typhon Bow. I feel the rhythm of the something up your nose. It's like they couldn't fucking understand what they were saying.
We had ours was usually really shitty country songs, and I know what song it is now, but it was one that, again, like you said, there was limited selection, and one of the ones that would play very frequently was just Millions of Peaches. Peaches
Oh.
for me.
What the fuck? That's really weird because one of the other ones that we got was like, it tastes so good to me, peaches and cream.
God.
We didn't often have music playing in PE class, but one time we were just doing like a generic kind of exercise period for PE.
Calisthenics music.
No, and the teacher just like put on a playlist of like, I don't know what you'd call it. I guess it was just music that she liked, like alt rock from the 2000s, and that was the first time I ever heard the song Mr. Brightside, and like everyone in the fucking class knew what it was, and I'm like, I've never heard this song before in my life, and then I heard it
How
later
did
on a
it end
couple
up
times.
like this?
and
I don't think
It
I know
was
what it
a
is.
lick, yes. It was a lick.
and I was just confused because I had never heard of it before.
I'm still not convinced I've ever heard it.
You might if you heard it with the instruments and stuff, but yeah. I was just baffled to be presented with something that I had never heard of, but was apparently extremely well known.
Yeah.
There was one time my homeroom teacher decided that he would play music for us, and he put on the actual non-cover version of whatever the song is with the He-Man meme with the hey
Oh
yay
god.
yay.
See,
Oh,
we
that's,
get that
So
one at work a lot.
That's
our
called
class was singing along to it, and he's just like, "Oh, it's so nice that you guys know this song," and we're just like, "Yeah, it's a meme."
It's by 4 non-blondes. I don't remember what the song's called.
Oh my gosh, do I pray? Yeah, I actually don't know if I've heard that one at work recently, but we used to get that one a lot.
It's not
so.
just called Hey. I think it's called something similar, though.
What's going on? I don't know.
Oh, I think it's just called What's Up.
Good. We get fucking weird songs at work sometimes. I've complained about Mr. Jones before, but I don't remember when I have, so I'll do it again. I haven't heard this one as much recently. Thankfully, it's been kind of taken out of the rotation, I think. The only, I'll preface this by saying the only reason this song annoyed me is because I could never hear it clearly enough to tell what the fuck was being talked about in the song. And so, from my perspective, it's just some extremely whiny sounding guy basically, heaping praise onto some person named Mr. Jones that I don't know what he did. And all I hear is these just little pieces of sentences. I ride on the flavor car. Oh, it's so symbolic. Like, what the fuck are you talking?
Yeah, I'm complaining about this. Yeah.
Yeah, there's that one, and there, I'm trying to think what other parts of that song do I hate. I just like I want to see me on the television staring right back at me, which I get what he's saying, but it was said in a very stupid way. Anyway, so yeah, that one I've become associated with that song now because I mentioned that it annoyed me, and so now anytime it comes on, it's like, oh, it's your favorite song. I'm like, yes, thank you. And so it's not even I've gotten over it. It doesn't even annoy me that much anymore. But the fact that that's now my signature trait.
Yeah.
Is
it's like when you go to the zoo and you mentioned that you like elephants, and then that one aunt who was with you that time is like, that's the only thing she knows about you, so she gets you elephant things for the rest of your life on Christmas and birthday.
I remember you telling me about the elephants.
This didn't happen to me. It's just I've heard people talk about it. My banshee laugh catches you off guard every time, or I'm just like like that.
Oh god.
No, spectacular. But I'm trying to think what other. Oh yeah, we have a disproportionate amount of BGs. That's the thing that my manager hates is. It's it would be fine if it was just one or two, because we get "Stayin' Alive," which is probably their most famous song. But there's 4 or 5 songs from them that just are they're very distinctive because of the singer's really high weird voice.
He just sings it falsetto.
God,
I wanted to say, we didn't have cop stacking Rockwell DDR, but you have reminded me that in year 7 there was a period where it wasn't actually I think it was a drama period or something. Oh god, I'm cold. I guess I will eat and food.
What the hell? I looked at my phone for 10 seconds to clear out a text message, and I looked back, and you've gone from a desert to a tundra.
They were basically right next to each other. Yeah, we had some people that came in to do what they called circus skills or something, and it was like, you know, juggling.
Was
and
it like
devil sticks and
the fucking Jesse White X tumblers?
no, no, but it was like, you know, you can come to this after school club and pay £2 every time to practice with our equipment and learn stuff, and it seemed exciting, and then I actually went to it a couple of times, probably like maybe 4 or 5 times, and God, it's always weird to talk about stuff that happened like 10 years ago because it's still pretty fresh in my memory for some reason, but so. I went there and it was basically like, okay, you know, this is like an hour-long thing, so you're not exactly gonna have time to like actually practice with more than basically one thing. So pick something and then you're gonna dedicate yourself to that for like a while. And so I picked hat manipulation, as they called it, where they just had these special like, what'd you call them? I guess they were like, they weren't fedoras. They were like bowler hats, I guess. The ones that are like round with like the round rim that sticks up. And they were like specially weighted in such a way that like they would move around in a way that you could manipulate to do some cool tricks and stuff. And over the course of those like 4 weeks that I spent there, I managed to get pretty good at the first trick with them, which was basically just, how do I explain this? You start with, imagine your arms stretched out forward, and you know your fingers stretched out too, but they're like curled up, and you hold the hat upside down by the rim. So you could then imagine that you could turn your hand up and put the hat straight on your head. But instead of doing that, you would flip it so that it would go onto your arm, and then with the like weight and the motion of your arm, it would sort of roll up, flipping a couple of times, and then like land on your head. I can't even remember how to do it properly, but that was the thing I could do. And then I was like, yeah, I think I've had my fill. I spent 4 weeks learning how to flip a hat onto my head. I'm done. You could actually kind of do it with regular hats too. It's just it was a little harder because it would often fall. I mean, the other one would fall too. It's I don't know, hard to explain. Balance and weight and all that stuff.
Stocks and bonds.
Yeah, exactly. As for actual oh, you said elementary school anyway. This is in secondary school I was talking about. But for actual PE sessions, it would usually be like term-based. So like it might be like one term we're doing table tennis, then we're doing cricket or something.
Yeah, we would usually kind of do that. We would cycle between things.
And of course, whenever it was the rugby term, I would have to sit out and like help with equipment and refereeing instead because and do that because my doctor basically recommended that I don't do anything too massively physically strenuous. Basically, he said no contact sports because I have like a weak vein in my nose that bleeds really easily as you... Oh, I died.
Yes.
Okay, well, I guess I probably shouldn't...
Here, let me just eat like a dozen bananas.
I love the shoving face into the gullet. Oh.
Shoving face into the gullet.
Gullet, she said.
I'm
Table
pretty
tennis is
sure
really
it's
fun. That's like the only sport.
that...
Table tennis is like the only sport I actually like doing. Tennis isn't bad, I guess. Like
I liked
tennis.
volleyball and floor hockey. That was
Table
about it.
tennis, just ping pong.
Never done floor hockey. Table tennis and ping pong are different names for the same thing, I'm pretty sure. Unless it's a case where, like, pool and snooker, where there's similar games with similar equipment but aren't the same. But I always thought ping pong and table tennis were the same thing.
God, I just unearthed a memory of was like the first day of high school, or one of the first days at least, and we had to like, you know, it's the usual like write a bunch of things about yourself and what you'd like to do while you're in high school and blah blah blah. And I remember like, because volleyball was like the only sport that I gave a shit about, I'm like, I will potentially think about joining that. And I like wrote this, and then like we had to read these out to the class, and people are just like, well, that's only for girls. I'm like,
What?
oh, okay, well, fuck me then, I guess.
Since when?
I don't know. It's just a thing. Girls get a volleyball team, boys get a football team.
Stupid.
You briefly dated a guy that held the world record for cup stacking. God. In middle school, how'd you do square dancing? I think once we did.
I did square dancing too, and it was fucking stupid. Like,
I actually like the dancing units. We did square dancing and waltzing,
Units.
and both were fun.
Absolute unit.
well, I remember the square dancing stomachs, or maybe that was just a Mylanta commercial. Oh, right, the brains. I do remember. I forget. Did I use square dancing stomachs as a
Yes.
euphemism for something? What was it?
The Discord buffering symbol, like. Thing.
That was it. Yeah, because I remember, I know that now whenever characters awkwardly move around in a cutscene in BA3, it's going to be referred to as the Super Bowl shuffle.
Yeah.
But I thought the square dancing stomachs was something similar to that. Like the Super Bowl shuffle.
This is stupid.
I mean, I was in Illinois. I don't think square dancing happens there either. What about the Pennsylvania polka?
I think I've told this story, but just regarding like the rugby thing where I couldn't do contact sports and I would do the refereeing instead. That happened in years 7, 8, and 9, and then in year 10 I had a different teacher, and when it got to the rugby term, which was term 2, I gave like the doctor's note like usual, and I'm like, hey, I can't do this. Usually the teacher just lets me like do refereeing or something. And he was like, the teacher was like, actually, do you want to join the girls class instead? They're like actually doing stuff that you like. They're doing trampolining. You could just go do that instead of refereeing. And I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, I could go do that. I was pretty happy about this because it was like, you know, validating for me.
Yes.
And then the term passed, and I'm like, well, that was fun, but I guess I got to be done with that. And then while I was there, he was like, how is it? How is the class? How's the teacher? And I was like, yeah, everyone's really nice to me. I enjoy it. And then after the term was up, he's like, hey, do you want to stay in the class? And I'm like, am I in a fan fiction right now? What's going on? And yeah, that actually happened. I stayed in the class for the whole rest of the like.
That actually does sound like that would be in a weird fanfic.
Yeah.
Where it's just like, oh no, you've been transferred to the all-girls school, but you can stay if you want.
Yeah.
That's what happens in Hatoful Boyfriend.
Oh yeah, that's the
Oh,
you got
God,
transferred to
the
the old
bird
bird
school.
school. Yeah.
You're the only human in the bird school.
I mean, yeah, I had read
Probably
many a
fun.
story for which that would not be an uncommon sort of premise. And I came here because I thought there was going to be something to shoot. That's unfortunate.
And you
Yeah.
just drop bombs through the hole.
Probably, but they're gonna come up here eventually. Eventually my friend Charlie, and I've told this story and then reminded him about it, and he claims that I tell it wrong. I was under the impression that he did this because he like hated everyone in our class. He tells me that wasn't the case and that most people in the class were fine. And I'm like, what about these people? And he's like, well, they used the same changing room at the same time, but they were the other class. And I'm like, okay, why did you leave then? He was
Were they a
like,
bunch of tossers?
yeah. But anyway, I can't remember why, but he eventually joined the class too. He basically just went to the teacher. He's like, I don't have a problem with my nose or anything, but I want to join the other class. And then that was fun because, you know, we would hang out and chat. And honestly, PE became
Definitely
like,
not because of girls jumping on trampolines.
For one thing, it was after the trampolining was done, and for another thing, I don't think it was. It doesn't seem like him, but maybe. But no, he basically was just like, "Can I join too?" And the teacher was like, "Yeah, sure, why not?" We like got put on the register and everything. It was all official. So it happens in many a visual novel. Yeah, I think there's a. I think I know of a few like that. Okay, I'm gonna die. I'm not gonna get a good reward for this. This is not worth it. I'm just gonna leave.
Worth. Okay, so I have to bring this up because every time you said rugby, it made me think of this.
Mm-hmm.
So when I was a kid, I had this toy robot that like you would put cassette tapes into, and it would basically like I'm trying to think like how you would describe this. It would kind of just go through like I don't know, like it was like a story with like trivia questions and shit, like kind of interspliced. I really don't know how better to describe it. And that was like there was a thing that it said, which was where I first learned that like soccer is called football in other countries. But then it also said that like American football is called rugby. And so I just accepted that as truth. And now I'm to understand that that is not the case, and rugby is something different.
It's a common misconception because they're similar. They're both contact sports that involve like running and throwing. At least I think both of them involve running and throwing like a weird sort of lemon-shaped ball. Well, not lemon, more like an almond or something. Oh, there's a shrine nearby, is there? I should also probably not actually let my cold resistance run out.
Brand new movie, Bone Alone.
I think I know where the shrine is. Oh look, pink wolves. They must be girls. One more detail about the story there is frequently, because the teacher was, you know, used to just teaching a class full of girls, and me and my friend were there, like, she would frequently be like, alright girls, and gentlemen. But sometimes she would forget, and then I would be happy. Because obviously this was in secondary school, so I wasn't transitioned yet.
Huzzah.
I forgot these things explode into ice. Raw ice energy.
Throw you in a hole.
Only difference is the padded clothes are the same sport. I don't know. I feel like I thought they had different like ways of getting points and stuff. I wouldn't know. I've never played it because I can't because of my nose.
All I know is that football is dumb and weird.
And unexpected things make people feel scared.
Yes. I'd like my first, like, this is gonna sound stupid, but my first real exposure to football was high school. Like, I mean, obviously I knew it existed before then, but I never had to play it, and I never watched anybody play it. And then because I was in the marching band, we would play at the games, and you know, we would do stuff at halftime, so we'd have to like actually sit in the stands and watch the game. I had fucking no idea how this game worked. Like, I still mostly don't. Like, I kind of get it, but it's weird. And I figured I was probably like the only one who didn't really know what was going on, so I didn't like make it a thing to like, you know, ask how it worked or anything. Partially because I didn't care, and partially just because, you know, I didn't want to be like the dumb kid who doesn't know. But then I just remember in my geometry class, there was like this random word problem that we did that involved a bunch of like football terminology. And I know there was a part that like it had something to do with a safety. And people in their class are like, what does this mean? And they're like, you don't know what a safety means? You've never watched football? It's like, no. They're like, oh, okay, fine. And I wasn't the one who asked, thankfully. But like, I'm just like, okay, cool. Someone else doesn't know what the fuck a safety is supposed to be. Like,
What the hell happened? Something exploded. You hope it was a miracle.
I still don't know what it is, for the record.
Probably not. Why are things exploding?
Good question.
I'm concerned.
Because it's more interesting when things explode versus when things don't explode. It's just a simple rule of coolness.
Oh, what? Hang on. Excuse me? I thought I had to make my way back over this because nothing happened over there. Okay, I guess I gotta go across this a third time.
Yeah, there's definitely something shooting at you.
Yeah, I can see him now.
Got in trouble for not knowing what a safety is.
It's amusing to me that, like, you know, you played in band in your school, I played in band in my school, but those entailed two very different things for the both of us. Because for you, you had to go to sporting games and play stuff, and for us, like, we had, like, concerts.
We had concerts too.
Okay.
Like it depends on the season.
I see.
Like in football season, we would play at those games. In basketball season, we would play in those games, and in any other time, we would just do concerts.
Ow. This
I
is
also
not the
just had
bathroom.
concerts.
Why can I not run through here? Is it because there is water? Oh, good choice of weapon, I guess. There are
They're
thunder arrows
really-
in this game, right?
Yeah.
No, I just remembered the time when, it was before the game started when we were standing in like the end zone, and I was telling somebody about Mario Twins, and
You've told me about this.
yeah, I was doing the like da 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 da. I was like doing that, and then somebody called me the human beatbox.
Yeah, you told me this. Oh, what the hell? Hang on, I bet there's like a magnetic thing I can pull. No? Okay. Oh,
The
hang on, I
human beatbox.
probably climb with the horde. Yeah. Oh.
Yes.
That was a noise.
Typhon bow.
I bet when I step off this, it's gonna... No? Okay. Why is this a switch? Oh! That's why.
I'm waiting to see what happens. Oh, there it is. Okay. I heard you yell about something in a similar fashion to me getting jump scared by a horde of faceless Marios. And I'm like, all right, what's about to happen here?
Nah, I wasn't scared. I definitely haven't done this shrine before. I'm not sure what this is. You'd make a game beatboxing reference, but I haven't seen that part of Thursday yet. Yeah. I was vaguely interested in doing more of that, but... Oh, there's more? Oh, fuck. How was I supposed to know that? I'm not a mind reader, for crying out loud.
So one time I was out back trying to remove my excess earwax with a golf pencil. Oh. You bastard upon this earth!
Okay, I gotta tell that story. So
It was really good.
I'm glad you liked it. So, when I was a kid, I learned to read really quickly. Like, I could read at age 2, and my family is really proud of this. And the first 4 years of my life are pretty well documented in a lot of, like, home videos. I mean, not everything, obviously, but, like, you know, there was, like, a VHS for each of the first 4 years of my life. And in one of them, I want to say the third one, there's a part where, where I'm reading to the camera my favorite... Well, I don't know if it was my favorite, but it was just a picture book I had. I think it's just called The Naughty Sheep. It's about a sheep that, like, escapes from its pen and eats the, like, prized flowers of the farmer lady. And so, the part I specifically remember the line I read and the way that I read it. Because I was like... You naughty sheep! You've eaten all my flowers. Like, that's how I talked when I was like 4. And, Oh, sorry. I say it was the first 4 years of my life. They were actually all once I got to the UK, so it would have been like from H2 onwards, but that's fine. Yeah, and anyway, so I was doing an impression of this for Josh, and he found.
Well, it came out of nowhere. I think like we were working in ZQuest, and just suddenly you
right.
bust out this "you naughty sheep," and so then you had to explain it to me, and then it started getting exaggerated.
Yeah, so then it eventually just became, "You naughty." Yeah, it was. You naughty sheep, you bastard upon this earth, you've eaten all my flowers. It was glorious.
Bastard upon this earth.
Yeah. We see this guy Marty trying to carry a big old sofa up the stairs all by himself. That's a topic of conversation to get onto in a minute, but I will also say that one other thing I remember from those home videos was there's a video of like my 4th birthday where I got a monkey, which I showed off in the like 100 subscriber Q&A special thing when someone asked me about like my longest possession or like my most prized childhood toy or something like that. But there's a clip of that, and then I also got a pair of roller skates. So I went outside.
It's bad.
What, you don't want people to hear it because it's too secondhand embarrassment?
Yes.
You feel
I mean, you can if you want.
No, please tell me.
You feel like you just missed something really funny? It's arguable, but Josh certainly found the naughty sheep thing funny, so you should probably go back and watch that at some point if you're interested. So I go outside, and, you know, my dad or something is recording, and I stand up on the roller skates, and I go, "It's the amazing Martin!" I start rolling forward and immediately fucking fall on my face.
Just immediately eat shit.
Yep. I did later go out to the front yard and do some more roller skating, and I was a little bit better at it that time.
I used to roller skate to school.
Oh yeah, really?
Mhm.
Neat. Did you have to like bring a change of shoes, I guess?
Yeah, usually. But we had like little, well, they weren't lockers, but they were like little cubbies assigned to us in the back of the classroom, so.
Is this like an ice talus, or is this just ice that I melt? I'm assuming I just melt this. Oh! No, it is an ice talus! Okay.
Well,
I couldn't remember if these were a thing or not. Frost talus, okay.
I'm just getting memories now of like my first few years in grade school where whenever it was winter, you could only, like if it was recess, you could only go outside if you had boots. And
I thought you were gonna say boobs.
yes. But yeah, like if there was snow on the ground, you couldn't go outside unless you had boots. You couldn't wear like regular shoes. And that basically meant for me that I could never actually go to recess, because if I changed into boots, I would then have to change back to my shoes afterwards, and I didn't know how to tie my shoes, and I didn't want to like be embarrassed by this and like have people know.
Well, that just
because
Go on.
I went through like a very long time not learning how to tie my shoes. I think I was like 8 or 9 when I finally did.
I was actually older than that. I was 10 or 11 when I learned how to tie my shoes. And actually, I have an embarrassing story related to that, which was just that, because I couldn't do them, like after PE, I would have to, oh shit, Link, you fucker! Sorry, I'm really mad. Yeah, because I couldn't do that after PE, I had to basically get my teacher to tie my shoes for me, and he said to me one day, he was like, you should probably learn how to tie your shoes, like, you know, and I'm like, oh yeah, it's fine, I talked to my mom, and she said she's gonna teach me on the weekend, but he misheard me as saying, she said you'll teach me on the weekend, and I wanted to die.
Oh, God.
oh no.
Because he was like, she said what? She said I'm like, no, she said she'll teach me. And he's like, oh, okay.
I assume you made this up just to save face, and then
What?
you huh?
I mean, go on.
Well, like, was she actually going to, or
Yeah.
did you just say this? Okay.
I mean,
To me, it sounded like the type of thing where, like, you said that basically to, like, have a response,
No,
and then
I'm-
you'd go home and you'd be like, hey, well, I guess you're gonna have to teach me how, because I said that you would.
No, I'm not that kind of person.
I absolutely am.
I see.
Trying to think of others. Oh, okay, why am I getting notifications? Where is this?
Oh, come on! What? I didn't. What even? What? That's the bullshit. Why does it do like fucking 8 hearts to you?
I like the sentence. A lot of the roads have been sanded.
We do the loop-de-loop and pull.
It's so weird living in a place that never gets snow and then having to figure out what their response is to it, because like I'm used to having snow plows and like, you know, trucks that salt the roads, and they just kind of don't have that here, but apparently they sand the roads. Like, what the fuck?
Weird. That does help with traction, though.
Oh, come on, he can attack me up here.
I had also never heard of putting chains on your tires until meeting Martin, because I guess they did that in Washington, and then I'm hearing about this for the first time, and he has the chains in the trunk of the car, and it's like,
I've never heard of it.
should we put them on? And then we found out that it was illegal.
Well, what is it for? To stop people from stealing the car?
No, it's for traction. It's literally just chains that go around the circumference of the tire.
Oh. Okay.
And apparently, in some places this is fine, and in some it isn't. If you use them in the places where it's not, it is against the law because it like damages the roads too much.
Weird.
Cellular dilemma.
Link. Ugh. Okay, he's gonna fucking try to punch me. You can do this. Oh! And he's gonna get up too fast. Yep, fucking knew it. And now he's gonna throw this at me or something. Please, I'm pressing left, you stupid piece of shit.
Some people say they Dio. Or sorry, some people say the Dio.
Why is this not doing any damage to it? You
Dio.
absolute motherfucker. I hate this guy so much.
Insert JoJo's reference here.
Ah, yes.
Okay. Now I throw the ancient battle axe, and then I don't know.
Worth?
Guess the Thunderblade. I don't know. Come on, you're almost dead. Link, Link. Okay.
I should make a
Fuck.
name for myself on eBay by pretending to sell beanies, but then when people try to buy them, I just sent them a burnt box.
Oh my god.
You know, Vitalis is not worth. Yeah, I wanted to at least fight one of the Frost Talises though.
Don't you have to fight all of them to get something?
I don't know.
There's like the monster dude that gives you something if you fight like every mini boss.
I thought that was DLC.
Oh
Or
yeah.
is it
I know.
not?
If it is, then I don't have the DLC.
I didn't think it was.
I have no idea.
The
Speaking
guy
of,
who sells you the monster mascus.
speaking of tying your shoes, I apparently do it wrong. It works, but I apparently do it wrong.
Do you
Good.
do bunny ears?
No, because I do a single loop, and then I wrap the other lace around it, and then create a new loop by pushing it through the, like...
Yeah, that's how I do it.
Segment.
It's like the shortcut version.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was told that that was the proper way to do it.
Yeah, see, I think I was too, because I was like, I was told that, like, you know, you can do the 2 bunny ears and then just tie those together, but, like, that's the lame kid's way.
Yeah, it was for some reason like immature and like you were judged if you tied your shoes with bunny ears.
God.
I was just...
Why
I
was
like
that
how
a thing?
judgmental kids are.
Yeah.
Because I'm just like, we're having this conversation where it's like, here I'm talking about how, like, I didn't learn how to tie my shoes for a really long time, and I was, like, really embarrassed of it as a kid. There's a lot of things like that, because, like, I just straight up never learned how to ride a bike. And, like, as a kid, you know, if anybody ever found out about this, I would, like, want to die.
Oh,
So it
Yeah,
was
like
something I
you
had
would
to,
get
like...
bullied for not riding a bike.
I never really cared about that stuff.
It's like, as a kid, you know, like, that was terrible, but now I don't give a shit. And same thing for, like, roller skating. It was something I never did. And occasionally, people in my class would have a birthday party that would be at a skating rink, and I would always just have to come up with some excuse to not go to those.
See, that's funny to me. You mentioned also that, like, if you had a party, every kid had to be invited. And, like, over here, it was like, you would invite, like, 5 of your friends. And that was
Well,
it.
see, there's a difference. Like, if you have a party that you just want to invite your friends to, you can do that. You just can't do it at school.
Yeah, you
Because,
weren't allowed to like hand out
yeah,
invitations at school in case kids would get like jealous or feel left out.
Yeah, that's not a thing.
right,
Yeah, you could just do
and it
that.
was stupid because our class had a specific thing
You-
for working around this that they didn't let you use,
Yeah,
because we
initials.
had like the cubby holes in the back where, like, everybody had a little section for them specifically. They were all labeled, and they like, you could put stuff in these so that, like, you know, you can be discreet about who's getting something. And when they explained this system to us at the beginning of the year, they even specifically said, like, you know, you can use this if you are handing stuff out and it's not for everybody. Like, we want you to do this so that nobody feels left out if they, like, see, like, oh, they're getting something but I don't. But then, like, you know, a month later, I was gonna do that, and they're like, no, like, everybody has to be invited. It's everybody or nobody. It's like, what the fuck? It was a little stupid. It's like, okay, well, you know, we're just going to, like, the hotel my grandma works at, and we're gonna, like, use the pool, and one of the people in the class is in a wheelchair. I don't think they're gonna want to go in the pool. So, like,
Yeah.
she was also allergic to chocolate. She just had all sorts of issues.
That's a shame.
I had a teacher that was allergic to the scent of watermelon.
What the
Oh,
fuck?
I mean,
Like, not like actual watermelon, but like specifically the artificial watermelon.
oh, I see.
I will elaborate on the riding a bike thing, because I did ride a bike, possibly only with training wheels. I don't remember if I ever got off of them when I was, like, 4.
No, I killed a wolf! I'm sorry.
Good, it deserved to die. Anyway,
No!
anyway, so yeah, it's like I did that when I was really young, and then, you know, never did after that. And so I've had people tell me, like, oh, you know, you never forget how to ride a bike. You still
That's
could.
not
I'm like,
true.
dude, I was 4. Like, I don't think that still counts. You're like, no, you never forget. I promise.
It's not true. I learned how to ride a bike at 4. I then didn't do it for a few years. Tried to do it again at 9, had to relearn. And whenever I've mentioned this story to my family, of course, they have to contradict me.
Well, yeah, because that's what they do.
And they're like, you didn't learn how to ride when you were 4. I'm like, yes, I did. I remember doing it in the backyard with my dad. And they were like, well, you weren't really riding it. And I'm like, can you shut up for 1 fucking second? What was that? I just drowned my head like.
I can't wait to see
I
this.
guess because Link had no stamina from climbing, so the second I put my head under the waterfall, he drowned.
Yeah, that was...
He didn't have any energy to not just fucking drink all of it. You know how to ride a bike? Oh, congratulations.
That comment there of all teachers are hypocrites just reminds me of this Reddit post I saw recently. It just said they unironically said all doctors are bastards. If they just like maybe one day they just feel like amputating a leg, and so even if there's nothing wrong with you, they'll say that there is just so they get to do that.
Did they just make up a problem and get mad about it?
It was fucking stupid. I don't know.
They're
like,
not gonna waste
I don't even remember
time
why
and
it came
hospital
up.
resources amputating people for fun. That's not a thing.
It was like because somebody just had like some problem where like they had a medical issue and they went to a doctor and they didn't get proper treatment or something. And,
yeah, that happens sometimes. Like
then they invented this situation where it's just like, oh yeah, all doctors just do whatever the fuck they want. They play with your lives and like what the fuck. And like they had a ton of downvotes, and everybody was like, "Dude, you're a fucking moron." And they're like, "No, this I swear this happens. If you've never had problems with it, you're just lucky. Like people like me have to deal with this every day." Like,
oh my god. Uh-oh. No, get out of the water.
all doctors are bastards.
All doctors are bastages. Bastards upon this earth.
Yes.
I do not want to fight you guys, but I don't know what I do want to do.
Buppify.
So mean, a Buppify. It's a good phrase. There's like stuff here I want to blow up. Okay, there's not that many of them. I can just eat an meal.
By the way, if I die, you need to reveal all of my secrets.
Okay. All of them? Or just like, what's gonna happen in BA3?
All of them. No, I don't know. BA3 especially.
I did not even mean to do that. That was funny. Oh man, I have like no weapons left, huh? Ooh.
Oh my god, the fucking Donkey Kong incident.
You have only written songs in full time. Try the other one sometime. Oh god, the Donkey Kong incident. I do know what the Donkey Kong incident is.
As do I.
It's, as has been stated before, it's not as bad as people think it is.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
It's still funny though.
Yeah.
It's kind of...
Hide the secrets in a super secret area in BA3. I mean, I don't know if BA3 is going to happen if Josh spontaneously dies during its development.
See, you joke about this, but I might actually die.
No, you didn't. Shut up. Don't even talk about that. I mean, you can talk about it, but don't assume you're gonna die. You're not gonna die.
We were talking about
I have heart
lifespans
disease.
of D&D races and how the Aarakocra race has like the average lifespan of like 30 years old, and I just quietly go, "Man, that's the dream." And everybody just kind of looked at me concerned.
Yeah, unsurprisingly.
The spaghetti incident was not actually a thing.
I mean, that's
it
just
was
a reference to
fabric.
like the noodle incident from Calvin and Hobbes, right?
No.
It's not.
Well, okay, it might have been, but it wasn't intentional.
Okay.
It was just because I think it came from the Link's Awakening playthrough, right? Where it's just like
Yeah.
Yeah.
at the end of a video or something, I'm just like, you should talk about the spaghetti incident. And I said this with no idea of what it would be, and I was just basically like, here, come up with something. And so it just kind of became a running gag.
What do you mean? What's the Donkey Kong incident? Like, I'm gonna fucking tell you.
Yeah, the Donkey Kong incident is just a thing that I refuse to speak of. That
But you will at least refer
like
to.
close friends of mine know what it is.
Does Joel
And
know?
yes. It's an embarrassing thing that happened that
It's an embarrassing
I
photo
like
of
teasing
SpongeBob at the
people
Christmas.
with.
Yes, it's an embarrassing photo of SpongeBob at the Christmas party. Oh, is it raining? Oh god, it is.
Well, I mean, that was just a clip from like Kitchen Nightmares or something.
Stupidest use of Rivali's Gale ever, but whatever.
Dude, I like to really beat this game.
Dude. Dude. We're past 3 hours. I have to be in bed in like 20 minutes or so. I wanted to find a fourth shrine, but I don't think that's happening. And we've kind of just accomplished nothing at the end of the stream other than refer to, allude to things.
I mean, you beat one of the divine beasts, and we...
Yeah, but that was at the beginning of the stream. I haven't justified the rest of the stream.
We had good banter.
Yeah, true.
Better than last time. The last one was bad. If you already watched the last segment, you should go back and not watch it. It wasn't worth it.
I mean, it was better than the Ape
What's that
Escape
point
segment we
time?
recorded yesterday.
It wasn't that bad.
I was so whiny though. I'm just like, oh, why can't I get the monkey? How does it expect me to get up too close to it?
This game is unfair, and I don't understand! I don't know what the hell that was.
Use the slingshot to blow them up. No, why not? It won't work, but it worked the other time. But I don't think
But
it'll
it
work.
didn't actually, though. See, I like how we're building this up as being, like, way worse than it actually was.
It was pretty bad.
It wasn't that bad.
I literally, like, it was one of those things where I was like, maybe I'm just remembering wrong. So I went to go look at the VOD, I clicked to a random time, and it was me going, fucking... I'm like, okay, I'm complaining about something. And then I jumped to another time, and I'm like, or something. I'm like, I really was whining the whole segment.
Yeah, I mean, it's probably like me with the Mario Galaxy LP. People say that one is fine. I think it's fucking unwatchable because I'm just whining the entire time.
I don't remember that being the case. Then again, I haven't watched it in years.
Like, I mean, I don't know if I was whining, but, like, there was definitely something about it that, like, I felt like I just never had good commentary during it. And
A shrine.
there were parts where, like, the one I always remember was, like, at the end of the game where it's like I'm just about to fight Bowser, and I actually stopped the recording, and then I had to, like, splice in another cut because I'm just like, I had to end here because I was about ready to just call it quits and not finish the game due to me, like, hating my own commentary so much that I saw there was no point. Like,
That's been a few Ape Escape segments. Yes, but I feel like it was especially bad in this one. Anyway, I'm going to use Rivali's Gale again just to get the lost use out of the way.
Ape Gunscape.
This one's being very fickle.
I answered my own question because I was about to say, like, what's the other thing that's similar to Ape Gunscape where I just insist on calling something by a stupid name that isn't funny? And I'm like, oh yeah, it's Kyraid.
Oh, it's Eakins.
That's an understated running gag that I've been having lately of just, oh, it's blank, in which I mispronounce a Pokemon name or, like, put emphasis on it.
Ooh, star.
Oh, it's Vulpix.
Did you find a Vulpix?
What?
Did you find a Vulpix?
No, we're just talking
No,
about.
I haven't been
Huh.
playing.
It's always the days you sleep in that we stream.
I just
Ain't
mean
that
in
just the way?
general,
Oh, is that the
not
stream?
like right now.
Oh, I see it.
Piece of beef jerky.
Done Batag. Well, you'll get to see me do one shrine. I feel like there's something else I was gonna. Oh yeah. I was gonna talk about how this is really stupid, but it's gonna mean nothing to people that don't play the game. But I've been thinking for a few months now that it would be really fitting to make a Binding of Isaac mod based on Albuquerque. Like, you could turn a lot of stuff from that into items. First of all, the stuff he takes onto the plane, so like the garment bag and the
12-pound bowling ball.
12-pound bowling ball,
Lucky
the
Lucky
Lucky
Autograph
Autograph and the
Club,
Dark Snorkel. You could make several bosses. You could do like Torso Boy and the big fat hermaphrodite with a flock of seagulls haircut and only one nostril. You could have. I had an idea for like a box of 12 starving crazed weasels, where when you pop it, it sort of becomes like Tainted Esau in that you get chased by like an invincible enemy for the rest of the floor. But you can pop it whenever you want. So you can pop it during the boss fight and it will kill the boss quick, but you know, you haven't really gotten the well, I guess that might be a little bit too overpowered, but you get the idea. Is like if you pop it earlier on, it can help you with more enemies, but you'll be chased by them for the entire rest of the floor. I don't know. I feel like there's a lot you could do with that.
Potentially. Anyway, Crenando is just a thing from Vinny.
Yeah.
Like, if you don't know the source of it, the story goes that Vinny was playing Melee with a bunch of people, including a cousin of his, and it was on like an old CRT that was like pretty low quality, and you couldn't really. It was like really small, I think. And somebody who didn't really know the game was like they were on the character select screen and they're like, "Who's this guy? Is it Crenando?" And so Crenando just became Ganondorf's name from that point on.
It's if you're not familiar with Vinny stuff, you'll be surprised just how much of the stuff you thought was from Josh was actually from Vinny. There specifically won't be a bear claw item. That would be
Custom.
Funny. I did think that you would have like a donut shop that could sometimes replace the regular shop, where you could find like apple fritters and
Well, I mean, what you could do is just make it so like the bear claw is like the best one of the donuts, and just have it be way rarer.
Yeah, that would work.
Well, no, because I mean, in the context of the song, that isn't even the one that he wanted the most. It was just, the last one. I don't know if I've had a bear claw. They just couldn't handle all the cold milk running down their throats, but what they could do was drink a quart. Make my own version of Crenando. I mean, there's Shondo. Does that count? It was just, for some reason, Jordan or one of the other kids, I think it was Jordan, would watch me play Ocarina of Time and was convinced that the game was called Shondo.
Weird.
I think I was supposed to knock that thing down and have it land on top of... Oh, hang on. Can you magnesis those barrels? No, you can't. You remember there were other donuts? Okay, this is concerning. I don't know how...
Apparently in live performances, that bit goes on really long and he just improvises.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I decided to look up the, like, my entire family is dead and I'm a vegetable, I'll see you tomorrow clip, and also the legendary fucking Hey Lois diarrhea, Pete, I'm holding iced tea.
I mean, that clip is good. Duty. Diarrhea.
Hey, Lois. Peter holding
Oh my god, Lois. Lois, turn the TV on. Oh my god. Hey, Peter, you remember the time? What the fuck did you just say to me? Brian. Transforming.
Oh my god.
I don't know what I'm supposed to do in this shrine. Nothing in here makes any sense. There's these barrels that don't do anything. I must just be missing something really obvious. Like, I can stasis them and potentially launch them, but that seems so imprecise. Like, I feel like there's no way that's the solution. Peter, I'm holding iced tea. Especially this one, I don't know what you would hit that with. What even... That doesn't look like...
I have not watched Young Sheldon, and I don't think I ever will. I have also never tried spaghetti.
But you love the big boy theorem.
Do I, though? Like, I will defend that show because people act like it's the worst show on TV when obviously Bird Up is, but no, I feel like Big Bang Theory is fine. Like, you know, it's not amazing, but it's fine. I enjoyed it. And I don't get why people say it's like the worst show ever. But no, Young Sheldon, I don't have any interest in that.
I am genuinely... Okay, what's the name of the shrine? Build and Release. I mean, it is a stasis shrine. So... Okay, you can push these multiple times, it seems.
End of song. Okay.
Yeah, both of these puzzles have been stasis related.
So wait, is the argument there that it's only bad because it's a sitcom and every sitcom is bad?
That's a shitty argument.
Shit. I only watched 2 episodes of Monk with you, right?
Red. You watched what? You what?
I only watched 2 episodes of Monk with you, right?
Yeah.
Did they do the, like, you know, person going around that corner at 80 miles an hour thing in both episodes?
Yes. Stottlemyre corner.
I love the Stottlemyre corner. For anybody who doesn't know, I pretty much just explained it, but in Monk, at least in the early episodes, there's just this running trend of the, like, police captain, like, you know, investigating a death, and, you know, there's a car that got run off the road, and he's like, oh, come on, this is normal. And, you know, someone goes around this corner at, like, you know, 70, 80 miles an hour, and they fall off. Happens all the time. It's like, who the fuck is going around these, like, tight corners on, like, a cliffside at 80 miles an hour? Like, why are you acting like this is normal?
It's pretty good. This is bizarre. Now it's just not falling at all. I also don't know what the hell these fucking barrels are for, because you can't magnesis them. You can only stasis them. Do I have to... Oh god, do I have to, like, place it down and then stasis these and fling them at the thing? That would be kind of ass.
I've not watched House, and I've seen, like, a couple episodes of Psych. I didn't like it as much as Monk.
Oh man, I'm supposed to be asleep in 10 minutes. Shrine, hurry up. Stop being bad. Yeah, I didn't do shit. I'm kind of stuck. Because I feel like this is the solution, but I don't want to toil away at it if it's not. And
Yeah, I'm not really seeing what you're supposed to do here. This is weird. Har. What do you mean horse? I did not say horse. Oh, unless that's... Okay, never mind. Horse is supposed to be the combination of the three. Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to remember what's the last time that I actually saw anything on TV.
let me try it over here first, since this isn't the end of the thing. Also, yeah, hi Serena.
Bruh. If we don't count watching a TV show on the computer, which, I mean, basically is the same thing other than the fact that you've, like, downloaded it and you're watching it at your leisure or whatever, I think the last time I've watched TV was, like, probably at least 4 years ago.
Why would I have to stasis the slab as soon as I'm done with the thing? Also, you can't do that because the stasis has a cooldown. I'm running out of weapons here, too. This is taking a lot of my durability. I'm gonna do this just for the sake of testing, but, like... Oh my god. Okay, you know what? Fuck it. We're going here, we're manually saving, and we're gonna be done, because I don't have the time to fuck around with this puzzle for 10 minutes.
Excellent.
We're just gonna start out with a solution next time, or maybe I'll look it up or something. I don't know, because this is ass. This is the first one where I'm like... It's weird, because I think I have the solution, and I think it's just so jank that it's terrible. That's my opinion, or that's what it seems like to me. So yeah, next time returning to this shrine, and then I guess doing a poll to determine where to go next. See ya.
Cranberry.
Thanks for coming along. I think you started the stream with cranberry or something similar. But yeah.
Did we?